because I'm bad with that. My ADD kicks in.
Oh yeah.
There's nobody here.
You have to say something.
There's nobody on. Oh, Joe Mama. What's up, Joe? Luis, Jacob, Eugene,
Mr. Miles.
Gary, Joe, Luna, Stang, Ari. Well, now it's coming fast and furious. Hello, everybody. Food by the Axe. That's our moderator. You guys all know Lamb Chop, yeah?
I made it back from Illinois. Sober.
Look at this. Look at this. Fucking Food by the Axe is already taking people out.
No, they don't. What a guy.
It's Brian McTaggart.
Uh-oh.
Did you see him here last week, man?
I did.
He owned this shit. I just sat back. I was like, this is the Brian show, and
He's still in SEMA or is he back?
I don't know, Brian. You still in
Vegas.
Vegas?
Hello, Mr. Robert.
We love you too, Michael.
Oh. So I was 30 miles from Bill Golden's gravesite this morning. Didn't even know it till I was leaving.
He's got a crazy fucking. Well, tell the people why you were out there in Illinois.
Well, I was checking out old Tanglefoot, the gasser, and it's coming along nicely. It took the fellas from old Mickey Thompson slotted mags I got a hold of that come off a cement mixer.
Slots
of all places.
Slots are the fuck me shoes of the automotive world. I'm a slot freak. I love them. They make everything look better.
Mm-hmm. They're only 9s, but.
Oh, Roman, New Zealand. There's a couple of, like, some of these guys say that they say New Zealand, and you got to point that way. Just go New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yeah, and then you know about royalty windows, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But he's fixing to get the front end, the Vega box, the steering box put on there.
It's like show the people some pictures of your car.
I can try.
This thing is fucking badass. It's a 63, 62.
Well, I called it a 63. The VIN actually says it's a 64.
64?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With a 65 bumper. Come to find out.
It's a smorgasbord of early Nova parts.
Mm-hmm. I like to call it mine. That's the way she's sitting right now. I don't know if that'll clear up or not.
Oh yeah, ooh, that's badass. That's bad. Even let's do with the center lines on it.
Mm-hmm. And I picked up them ones on the front at the swap meet up in Bowling Green. I think I got them for $120 for both of them. Wasn't too bad.
Ain't bad.
Little 15 by 3. But that place up there was flat. I ain't never been in such a flat place in my life.
Never been to the plain states.
I didn't like it. I missed my heels. I could run and hide if I needed to. You ain't no hiding up there unless you lay down.
It's a little disorienting, especially like Kansas is the place. Like for me, anytime I drive into Kansas, it's just like this. It's just like you can see the curvature of the earth. You know what I'm saying? No, you think I'm joking? You really can. You see the curvature of the fucking earth.
Damn. Illinois. Corn, and more corn. That's about right. Over where my buddy's at, his house was, it's in the middle of I don't know what you call it, not a plantation. That's what we call them. Just farm.
Yeah.
Like 20 miles from any damn thing.
Everything is a cornfield out there.
They had the little oil pumping things in the fields here and there, and we went riding around at night. And there was all these flames in the fields. I didn't know what the hell that was. I was like, what's burning? He's like, oh, it's natural gas.
Yeah, they burn off the natural gas as they pump the oil out.
Yeah, I'd never seen that before. I was like, well, shit, let's go get warm by one of them. He's like, no, you can't do that. Yeah, it is about like being in the middle of a big lake.
Yeah.
It really was.
A big lake of corn. Well, in Kansas, like I said, you're driving to Kansas and there's nothing. There's like just grass. Right, for as far as I could see, and you just drive, like, even on the interstate, you know, and you just drive, and there's nothing but rolling grass, and it starts. because okay, like you guys that are from the Plain States, like in areas like that, you're used to it, but I'm fucking from New York City. I was telling Lamb Chop, like, like to me, I live in a subdivision, and this is like the wilderness. I'm expecting like, bears and shit like that.
All sorts of games.
Right. But anyway, so what do we got over here?
No, I ain't never went snowmobiling. I haven't.
Too cold for me. I know. Yeah, I think I did go snowmobiling once or twice, but I'm a fucking guinea man. I need the hot weather.
That's how my buddy Jeff is. He's from up Pittsburgh or somewhere. He loves the heat.
Yeah, Brian's saying like Montana, like all those places are just like vast.
I didn't like it. I mean, I did because it was different, but it kind of gave me the creeps.
So, Joe Jackson wants you to talk about your 400 small block Chevy.
It's in the machine shop still.
By the way, you guys, I assume, are all subscribed to Lamb Chop's World, yeah?
If you ain't, you oughta.
Is there anybody on here that is not subscribed to Lamb Chop's World? No, we're not going to pull it all nighter.
That's what my wife asked when I told her I was coming up here.
Yeah, no.
I hadn't seen her in a couple of days. I said, I forgot I got to go to Tony's. He goes, it's not a marathon again, is it? No. Wow, does acetone smell so good? Let me get my hair trim over here. I don't know. I ain't never drunk it.
Feed the Lamb Chop.
What are you doing?
And Brian is going to start his channel. You hear last week, Brian McTaggart was on. The guy like owned the fucking thing. I was like, what's his page? It's called Lamb Chop's World. LAMCHOP. There's no B in there. Lamb Chop's World.
No B in my world. Lamb Chop's World. Live drag racing every Saturday night.
You promise nothing. You don't have to promise. You just, this is the thing. It's preordained. You have to do it. You are the fucking man.
Count on you.
You so owned this last week, man. I was just like, this is like this fucking Brian's deal, man. I'm just gonna sit back, and I did. I just sat back, and you fucking ran with it.
No, it's not a cooking channel.
It could be.
It does come up a lot.
It could be. He can do cooking. He's pretty good at marinating stuff.
My liver.
Liver, right? Yeah.
How's Burns disease?
The burn's pretty good, man. I've been putting aloe on it. That's a pretty gnarly looking thing. Yeah, this is a gearhead channel, not like those other foofy guys.
Oh no.
No, not aloe vera. I actually use aloe plant. Like here. Well, this one's all used up now, right? But yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, here you go. You guys, if you guys ever roast yourselves, okay, this is what you want to get. One of these aloe jammies, and you cut this. Well, actually, you could squeeze the shit out of it, right? It's like a goo, right? And you stick that all over your fucking burn, and it works like gangbusters. Thank you, Jake.
Refreshing a LS. LSs are for hillbillies.
Well, wait, we'll go back. What was his? Hang on. Okay, because the 350 is blown or blow by, I guess. What's my opinion on LS motors? I love LS motors.
They're bulletproof, damn near.
They're bulletproof. There's nothing not to love about a fucking LS motor. As a Mopar guy, they don't really fit into my lexicon, but I mean, what's not to love? I don't know. I would flip a coin. In my mind, the 57, small block Chevy.
Yeah.
I mean, LS is a small block Chevy too, but
it belongs in there.
I think, yeah, me myself, I would probably do, an older style motor for it. But either way, man. Okay.
My old 400's just got the old school double hump heads on it. It ain't nothing spectacular.
What do you have? What's the 283s? Yeah, I love the small blocks. The 327s. They're fucking magic. It's like
I got one of each in the garage, but one's a small journal, one's a large, apparently.
The 302 Ford, the 340 Mopar, 318 340 Mopar, and the fucking 327 Chevy.
Roll up your window.
Roll up your windows. Those three engines, you know, are just like they're just magic, happy. You know what I mean? They work. They really fucking work. Meth whore.
Uh-oh. Nobody likes meth whores.
Well, I haven't heard anything more about the Slant 6 rebuild. The Slant is, I just dropped it off over at Chuck Yoder's yesterday. I guess it was yesterday. He's gonna take 100 off the deck, and he'll get it back to me like later on this week. I was gonna go 60 over on a block, and I says, you know what? I'm gonna leave it standard bore. The even for the extra 8 cubic inches probably ain't worth it. So we're gonna stay standard bore on that. But I got the block down to, I weighed it. The block before the decking is at 120 pounds. So it's approximately 25 pounds lighter than it started.
289, you're getting a little more.
289, 302, you know, it's like the remote part, you know, 318, 340. In my mind, I like interchangeable engines. And it's the same thing with like the 283 and the 327. Small journal, man. They're just small block Chevys, small journal. You know,
They were.
Thank you, Uncle
They
Kathy.
were just.
Uncle Kathy, you want to say hi to the peoples?
Hi, people.
Hey, Bryce.
Did you tell them what happened?
Which happened?
What happened?
No, you come here.
No,
Come
you
here.
come here.
No, you come here. What are we telling them? That's all right. You get clean. Uncle Kathy's in cleaning mode. She doesn't want to. It's not show business night for her.
Never show business night.
Come over here.
What?
Come over here.
Say hello to the masses.
Yeah, sit down between us for a minute. Look, it's the beautiful Uncle Kathy.
Hey, guys.
Roll up your window.
All right, so did you tell them?
Did I tell him what?
100,000.
Oh, yeah, well, you tell him. Yeah.
100,000.
We made it, right?
Oh, no.
Thank every one of you, all of you guys. I know
Thank you so much.
you guys have been congratulating us and everything, and I've just been heart. Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate like all the support, everything you guys, you know, I thank you. And now on to the 1 million, right? We gotta get 1 million. No, the next step is we gotta get Lamb Chop to 100,000.
Oh. Indeed.
They're saying hi to you. There's people
Oh,
saying
hey.
hi to you. Where you going?
I gotta go.
But they love you.
I love them
Kathy.
too.
Isn't she fucking beautiful?
One fella said she was way too pretty for you.
She is. I got her when she was 15. We got to see her. It was crazy. Well,
I guess he's talking about his meth whore. Said she's buck naked outside, howling at the moon.
your meth whore is butt naked outside. We need a picture of this.
I shave every morning. It just happens by noon.
It's a glandular problem. Yeah, hormonal.
I bet I got 10 years or more in it, but it gets burnt and drug in glue and everything else.
T-Bone loves you.
I love T-Bone.
In a completely non-homo way. Of course, you know, unless you know, that's fine by me too. I don't care, you know.
Can you make a 318 into a 340? What's the difference?
Well, the difference is bore. The 318 is 3.91 inch bore, and a 340 is 4.040. So no, you really can't punch a 318 all the way out, you know, because that's 130 over. So, but you go to 4-inch bore on most 318s, which gives you a 320 something, 326 inches, 328 inches. I don't know.
They said screw lambs out.
Who said that?
They were just kidding. Sammy dog. Can you put 340 heads on the 318?
Yes, you can, but you want to use the X heads with the 202 intakes will shroud the small bore on his 18 shrouds the 202 intake. So, but you can use the 188, you know, like the J heads, the later 360 heads go right on it. There is a drop in compression ratio because the combustion chamber is that much bigger on a 360 head, but you know, what's a little compression?
Oh, killer. Banjo's at the house. You ever going to make a guest appearance at the Lamarosa Rails sometime?
Yeah, I it's hard. We get so much stuff going on here,
And I'm about an hour away.
He's an hour away.
Through Nashville, so nobody likes that traffic.
So, Lamarosa Rails every Saturday night on Lamb Chops World. He runs. Tell about Lamarosa Rails.
Well, it's a little model drag strip that I built for Hot Wheel cars with a little launcher, and it's used up probably 2 or 3 different track things that I put together and made my own surface, and it's about as fair as it could be. We bet on them sometimes, but not on the YouTube. I don't want to get in no trouble.
Every Saturday night, what, like 8 o'clock?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Central Standard.
He goes on live on Lamb Chops World, and they actually have like a national event with Matchbox cars.
People mail me cars in from all over the country and Canada and everywhere. We got these Jones gang come out of Florida, Summerfield, Florida, that's been whooping our butt. Look, there he is now. They've been whooping our ass on the track pretty bad.
It's a great way. I mean, you guys go through race car withdrawal over the winter. This is how you get your fix. Mail Amy a couple of fucking Matchbox cars, put your names on it, and Saturday night, boom, you get the race.
And if you win, you get a little prize mailed to you, a little koozie or something, or patches and stuff that we've been making.
Nice.
There's Nikki. Hi, Nikki.
Who's Nikki?
Nikki Troy Norris, down the road from me.
What's going on, Nikki?
Oh yeah, but it's a hell of a good little time. We get a crowd of people standing around down there watching the races.
It looks like a lot of fun.
And as you get towards the end of it, I mean, the cars get close. Like we damn near need some slow motion camera to see the winner.
So you got Uncle Kathy has a Charger that races there.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Bottle Rocket.
Yep. Did you see that? Yeah. An old crude painted one.
Can we check Uncle Kathy? Thank you.
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of cars represented on there. Even got the Wheelshire Shaker little Nova. I got 3 classes: stock eliminator, modified, and gassers.
Nick's Garage said he would do a 318 build off if he had time. Okay.
That good smoke.
I can't read this. Why am I having a hard time reading this?
It's so fast.
This is what Uncle Kathy does. This is her.
Yeah, they're Hot Wheels cars.
Except when Brian was here. When Brian was here, right? Let me tell you how good Brian was. He was reading questions off of this thing before people typed them. He already knew ahead of time. He'd start answering the question and poof, it would appear.
Yeah, I think he's got a lien on his soul to the devil.
Something like that, exactly. Which is now just about to reassemble. Wait.
Enjoy all you guys do. I don't know where the little
Wait, you gotta go like this.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, it's touched. Just about to reassemble a 904 for my 72 car. Congrats on 100. Thank you. I've learned so much and I really appreciate it. Well, thank you.
Very nice.
Yes. So much love.
It is a lot of love.
No other YouTube people get this kind of love.
I don't.
No, they get all the trolls and
I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
going to
getting there. You're here now. You're getting the love.
Oh, you better believe it. 85 Monte Carlo SS versus Regal T-Type Monte Carlo. But I'm a Chevy guy.
Yeah, I would take the T-Type. I'm a closet Buick guy.
Bottle Rocket and question marks. It's hibernating right now.
We're going to a roller cam with the thing. We got to pull the transmission out because there's an issue which we talked about this earlier. But second gear, when you go to like really pull second, it fights back. It doesn't want to actually go in a second. So I got to pop the tranny out of that, get the sidecar open, and see what's going on with that. We got to get a steering box in it because the car's it's just like everywhere. And we're converting the motor over to a roller cam. I'm looking for any of you cam guys out there. You want to get involved in Bottle Rocket. We're looking for a solid roller cam, push rods and rockers. Like a whole setup that goes with that.
We'll put your name on the inside of the gas lid.
Yeah. As soon as the track's open in the spring, we stick Lamb Chop in there and we point it at the big end and we say, "Go baby, go!" And he hits the fucking button and he goes, "Aah!" And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to drive it now that the clutch pedal's been fixed. I was
You
struggling.
drove it after the clutch pedal was fixed.
No, I only drove it when that shit was.
No, you drove it after we finished, after we filmed the finish of it. You drove it back to the shop.
In the parking lot there.
Yeah, and then back to the, yeah. You had a chance to beat on it, you just didn't take it.
Every time I pushed the damn clutch, the brake pedal went down with it.
No,
Scary.
after we shot the last scene in the video, you drove it from that spot back to the shop.
In the parking lot, though. I never got
Yeah,
it
we
on
went
the
down the
street.
road. Yes.
I promise you I didn't.
I promise you that you did. You drove it from the where we shot the last part of the video, down that road, back to the shop, and then into the shop.
You drove it into the gate, like right there where the office is. You stopped it there, and that's when I got in it and just drove it right back over to the.
You sure about that?
I'm positive, because I was like, damn it! I was aggravated about it. I was like, I look like I'm a damn fool.
To be fair, now you gotta understand, you guys who saw the video and you don't understand what happened, right? And I didn't know what was happening at the time either. There was a pin that holds the clutch pedal, to the bracket, and I didn't secure it, because we were rushing to get the car together, and I had forgotten to secure it. So he's taking it out for its first drive around the block, and the pin worked out, and the clutch pedal was like it was like all
hanging
like this. So the fact that he was able to get the fucking car to move at all was like a miracle,
And it only moved about that much off the floor, and it was engaged at the time too. Because when I went to take it back to the shop, I was like, it ain't moving. Shit, the clutch was all the way up here now.
Well, it froze.
When a funny car stages, what does the crew chief show the driver right as he's taking off? I thought it was a
The
naked
throttle
picture.
stop. There's a throttle stop pin, so you take it off and you show it to the driver so he knows throttle stop as well.
What dual plane intake manifold do you recommend for a hot street 360?
Hot dual plane intake manifold?
What dual plane would you
Oh,
recommend?
what dual plane manifold? I mean, probably Performer RPM. They're cheap, they're all over the place, and they work. And throw a couple of spacers under that. They like spacers. As many as you can fit under your hood.
Tunnel ram carb advice for dragging a 340.
Oh man, it's too vague. It's too vague.
Smeat time. You
It's
better
always
please.
smeat time.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that was the funniest fucking thing.
Some guy had actually changed his profile picture. There he is. Tony Shade. He changed it to a can of sweet.
Did he?
A first gen Dakota 318 two-wheel drive, 5-speed, 5 mods you would suggest.
5 mods? Oh, wow. Rusty box, man. See, I'm not ready. See, it's hard for me to answer these fucking questions. 5 mods? I mean, without. I mean, obviously, right? Cam, intake, headers, the usual stuff. I mean,
That's 3.
That's 3, right? Stuff. I don't know. Do stuff to it. If I were you, I would go to the Dakota form, because obviously it's an injected setup that you have there. I would go to the Dakota form and just ask that questionnaire, like in the engine section. What's the top 5 modifications? And these guys who work with these things every fucking day they'll put you in the right, in the right place. Where all they're gonna do is just sit here and stammer and guess.
The build on Lamb Chop 400. It ain't gonna be too spectacular.
Why not?
Until we get a blower.
Yeah, seriously, right? Okay, so we need what's Fubar doing? That's right, Fubar. 5 horsepower with that fucking sticker. And we have those stickers available in our store. Where are the stickers, baby?
What?
Where are the stickers?
Do you want stickers?
Yeah.
Rev up your windows.
So yeah. So look, we're looking for somebody. There's our stickers. There you go. That's 5 horsepower, each one horsepower. And you get these, they're in our store, alcoholtimersgarage.com. Yeah.
Right? $1 per horsepower.
Sorry, I'm talking.
And
I'm a CNC.
I need to put one of these on my fucking phone.
You can get a phone with it on it
Oh, and we got
on the website. No, that's
what?
my nice coffee cup.
It's an either nicer coffee cup now.
We
You
just
put the
upped the
birds.
caffeine.
That is a
content.
fast coffee cup.
You can get the coffee cups on the shelf on YouTube.
I saw that today, as a matter of fact. Those look mighty awesome.
See, I don't know anything about this shit.
Me neither, really.
All right,
We have
Mine will be
coffee
a
cups.
drag car.
you're ahead of me.
My Nova will be a drag car. I'm gonna run it with the straight axle mafia guys and follow them around Kentucky, all the tracks they go to. And these stickers improve fuel mileage.
They improve everything. There's nothing these stickers don't make better, you know.
Oh, he wore his UTG shirt at the Vegas event on Sunday. I bet you were swamped.
Who did?
Uh,
Don, did anybody give me any shit for that? When you see that blue,
yeah.
yeah,
Go
hit it,
down.
and it goes.
2 uncles and a lamb chop. Oh, yeah. More valve mods.
Hopefully my car will be in Mopar action with its UTG sticker. Let me tell you something. If you got a UTG sticker on your car, they ain't going to Mopar action. Those motherfuckers hate me.
The 400 build, I don't really know much to say about it other than.
Although I'm pretty sure Grover's got to be senile by now. He's got to be close to 200 years old. So, and he was senile 35 years ago, and I worked with him. So, he probably wouldn't even recognize, Why do they hate me? I don't know, man. Haters. What are you gonna do?
Jealousy.
Haters gonna hate.
Pure jealousy. No, I don't. I'm not a motor builder. Don't be fooled by the glamour.
Sebastian Bailey wants to know, where's your sexy wife? Now, my sexy wife or a lamb chop sexy wife? We have sexy wives.
My sweet tenderloin.
Yeah. We like to keep sexy wives around. It's good,
Uncle Tony driving school. He gonna teach me how to beat the hell out of a stick. I ain't never raced a stick car.
No one threw anything at you at Ocala? That's cool. Did you see Garlitz?
I was up at the Bowling Green one year and they ice picked old Don Garlick's trailer. He had pissed somebody off, and in the middle of the night they snuck over in the track and stabbed holes all in his trailer. He saw Herb McCandless. That's cool.
Was watching a video of a car show in Japan.
American Muscle section, including a Shelby Cobra with a camera in it.
The Japanese take everything we do and they turn it into like an art form. Have you seen what they do, like the motorcycles and all?
Oh, it's nuts. They got them small hands, though. They can fit in there.
They can fit in there. They can do all kinds of crazy things. But yeah, the Japanese just take all of our cultural shit that we take for granted and they turn it like into total fucking art.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not surprised they do that with muscle cars. And did you guys ever see these? Okay, so there's a handful of top fuel dragsters in Japan. Okay, so here's the thing, right? They race them no matter what. So let's say it's like first round, okay, and it's like pouring downpour rain. They don't give a fuck. They light the shit off and they send it in the pouring rain. There's videos on YouTube about this.
What's that clown doing there? It's Uncle Tony. It's his show. I got haters too, I guess.
Nobody hates you, Lamb Chop.
Lamb Chop versus JJ the Boss. I'll race him.
JJ the Boss was just on the TV. On foot. You'll race him on foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Barefooted. My toes to get that traction.
You just don't want to line up against one of his women there in Big Heavy.
No, those chicks are bad. I saw them in Owensboro run up there.
You should get all. Yeah.
They're nuts.
You can get killed.
And they're about that tall. I mean, they're like 4 foot tall, and they got actual booster seats in their race cars.
Yeah, well, JJ's no dummy.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's like Shirley Muldowney. The big thing with her is she was 90 fucking pounds. Everybody else, well, all these other the guys who were driving those fucking cars at the time, and back then those cars were like 1,600 pounds, 1,700 pounds. So the guys were all up in the 170, 200 pound range, and she was 90 fucking pounds. So yeah, obviously she's gonna fucking, she had it, and JJ the Boss is no different. He's no fucking dummy. He's got nothing but tiny women around him, and he's like, you know what? You weigh 65 pounds. Get in that fucking car and make smoke.
A farm grain elevator to weigh your car. Yeah, you could. You ever drove an electric car? I drove one today.
Is Shirley Shahan? Oh, Shirley. I thought you said Shirley Shahan. Yeah, I'm not. I had some encounters with her. She's not my favorite person.
I call my Nova. It's called Old Tanglefoot.
Old Tanglefoot.
That's
As
old
opposed to
Nova.
a new Tanglefoot that you're.
That's a slang term for moonshine. Old Tanglefoot. What's tonight's topic? 100,000.
What is tonight's topic?
100,000 subs.
When do you guys come up with a topic?
I didn't bring the band here. Uncle Tony is the man.
Thank you, Rusty.
Requesting a Tesla test drive and review on your page.
Send one over here, man. We'll do it. You know, I can only drive what's in my periphery here.
No, not Terry King, but I liked him back in the day until he became a pompous ass. I'm a Jeff Hanneman guy. Cha-Cha had a way smaller car though.
No, back then there was no minimum. The minimum weight there was in the middle 70s. They didn't have a minimum weight in those cars.
New York accent alongside Lamb Chops Tennessee accent.
Yeah, we're like opposites, right?
It's got to be how we get along so well. No, it is not Slayer without Jeff. I firmly agree. He wrote all the coolest stuff. We got a good enough signal to watch, Mr. Robert. Good for you, baby.
Yes, it's Beavis and Butthead.
Roll up the window.
Would I stroke a small block or put a supercharger on it?
Why not both?
Why not both? I mean, bro, I don't know. It just, you know, a torque storm, a nice like centrifugal under the hood blower, something like that. Yeah, I think I would probably go that way.
What's the difference between that and a reach blower? Or is there one?
Yes, like a pro charger or a centrifugal blower, like a torque storm and all that, is basically the same as a turbocharger, the same function as a turbocharger. It's got vanes inside of it, so it's spun off the engine and the vane spins up and makes pressure. Where a roots blower has rotors instead of vanes, two long rotors that are helically linked to each other, right? And as they spin, they bring the air to the outside of the case and then shove it down inside, which is what we're looking for you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so guys, we need like Lamb Chop. We got to get this gasser going, okay? He's gonna go ahead and build it, but I see where it needs a fucking blower. Who wants to step up and sponsor Lamb Chop and Old Tanglefoot and put a blower on this fucking thing?
Oh yeah, I'll write anybody's name on my car.
Anybody's name.
It'll be a rolling billboard.
What's going on, Dalton? Bro, I don't have to have a wrench on my own cars. I swear to God, I cleaned the windows in one of my fucking cars today, and it was a big deal. Oh, I actually got to touch one of my cars.
Oh, damn. Oh, Mr. Ethan.
Oh, $2 to the blower fund.
Awesome.
After rebate, if the Facebook takes this chunk, I owe you like $1.40.
Ooh.
YouTube.
Dick Fingerling. Hell, I'll write it on there. How often do you change your oil? Well,
when the light comes on.
No, I don't have a GT40 in the drag. I do not. Rotten cars, save or walk? That should be the topic, he says. If I got room, I'd save every damn thing I could come across.
I like rusty cars. You can get them cheap, you know.
They're already lightened.
Yeah, go buy something that's fucking just a rot bucket, you know. Go get a cheap Harbor Freight welder, run over to the scrapyard and get yourself a couple of car hoods or roofs or whatever, cut them up, patch that shit and go.
I like the Venturas. Mr. Dean. I think those are cool, odd cars.
Roll the windows up. Open windows.
It's a small block, 400.
Is Burger King paying for the? No.
No, and it's just soda pop tonight. I had too much to drink last night. My son says hi to Uncle Tony.
Oh
No,
hey,
I've answered the
hey,
bad
Frank,
questions. I didn't bring it. I don't have it up here with me.
Hey, did you see that? Epstein
Epstein
didn't kill
didn't.
himself.
I thought he did.
And that's proof. You could do something like that and not get banned by YouTube.
How come you do not own any Mopar 440s?
You talking about me?
I don't own any Mopars anymore.
Yeah, we got one in the '67 Charger, and I got a couple of them sitting in the garage.
John.
Who's that? What happened?
He said, kiss lamb chop on the head and tell him you love him. Trying to make a peep joke.
Yeah. I'm not feeling it today, you know.
Did you use a kit for the straight axle swap? Yes, the Speedway deal, but not the whole bolt-on kit. I just bought the leaf spring setup and the disc brakes and the little front axle that come with it. If you bought the whole bolt-on kit and got the disc brakes with it, it was going to be right around $2,000. Or I could get this other kit for like $800. And my buddy made the homemade frame stubs for me. And the down bars and other parts he's making from scratch. He's making me some ladder bars that'll be about 5-6 foot long underneath it.
Well, Joseph, what's going on, brother? Dalton, no tail stripe on anything that isn't a 1970 or 71 or older Dodge.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Andy.
Dynamic compression ratio is the biggest factor for pre-detonation, I believe. Do you know what dynamic compression ratio is the limit for 87 and 91 octane by Anus Chance?
Give me one. Chris McLaughlin, $2. Well, thank you, Chris. How did I miss that? Wait, let's go back.
I just started looking at it and I saw.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm sorry, Chris. Thank you very much. It scrolled right past. As I was trying to just wrap my head around this question. Dynamic compression ratio is the biggest factor for pre-detonation, I believe. Do you know what the dynamic compression ratio is limit for? No. There's so many different factors that would go into that. You know, operating temperature, load, rod ratio. You know, a longer rod motor is going to be more prone to detonation under any circumstance than a shorter rod motor. You know, because of the slow moving away from top dead center. It's impossible to answer that question. There's way too many factors.
He's got a high performance 360, ain't run it in 6 months, worried about no lube on a startup. Any advice? Well, did you run it before?
Yeah, if the cam's already broken in and all of that,
shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. Just light the fucker up and go.
Gonzo, wife bought me a funny car to send up there to run, took it out of the package, rolled it, went 1 foot and turned left every time. Yeah, if it's got rubber wheels, they suck.
Chris, have you thought about using Magnum heads on bottle rocket? No, I want to go as far as we can with the LA heads.
Motor and trans in the gas are a 400 small block, and I've got 2 power glides and a turbo 350. It's going to be an automatic.
But it needs a 671.
Yes, I do.
Because I said it's for a gasser to be cool, it has to have either a 4-speed or a blower. You know, of course, the brass ring is both, right? But since he's committed to an automatic, that means we got to fucking put a blower on top of this thing.
Now the straight axle guys, they're kind of more bracket, oriented fellers.
Yeah, no, Brian, there's nothing wrong with that. That's all good, but you need a blower on it, just so that you can do those massive burnouts. You know what I mean? Make all those whiny sounds, right? I mean, come on.
Oh, it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Even cooler if it goes. How would you build a small Ford with tools?
What was that now?
How how would you build a small Ford?
How would I build a small Ford? That's like, how do you answer that question? Like,
It's a little vague.
for what application, what parts, what's the budget? You know, what are you trying to accomplish? You know, it's impossible to answer that question.
Elaborate.
Elaborate on what I just did.
No, you.
With your hands, yes.
Or a tunnel ram. I was looking for a tunnel ram, but that ain't near as cool.
With a
as
4-speed, with a tunnel ram would be fine. You know?
He said with your hands. Mr. Shine, I like his name.
What's like a Ford Focus?
He's asking, like, what do you mean small Ford, like a Focus?
Why is your crank so small?
To save weight.
I was born with an abnormally small penis. And so all of this hot rod stuff is just overcompensation for that. Very, very small. Very, very small.
Run the 350 Power Glide way too boring. Now, I kind of agree with consistency. I don't know. Speaking of Shirley Muldown, his ex-grandparents bought her a house here in Michigan.
That's cool. That's cool.
Find anything in the walls?
Mike Hunt's channel.
As long as it's true.
Brought me right back to the 4th grade.
Do you like the 350 small block? Who doesn't?
What's not to like?
I have a blower on a 671 Detroit. Mm-hmm.
Take it off and send it to him.
Yeah, I'll use it. It's not the stroke, it's the bore. That's what she said. LS motor, my 99 vet, roller rocker failure, be broken valve, spring filled. How should I flush the motor to get the metal particles out?
What do we have? Just a rocker?
LS
failure?
motor.
Mm-hmm. My 99 vet had a roller rocker failure and broken valve spring. Springfield.
That's probably auto reading.
How should I flush the motor? Yeah, not gonna have all that much metal in there because she's a broken rocker. I mean, obviously, if it's aluminum, you can't pick it up on a magnet. I would just flush it out with gasoline. You know, full squirt bottle with gas and just like force spray it. You know what I mean? Leave the oil pan drain plug out, and just force spray some gas through there. That's how I've always like flushed my motors out.
My old built small block Chevy hobby stock race engine. How do I turn that some bitch up to make the most power?
Okay. My old built small block Chevy hobby stock race engine. How do I turn that some bitch up to make the most power?
Put a cam in it in the blower.
That's a question you want to ask on a circle track forum where guys who speak fluent small block Chevy and they'll, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, I can throw answers, like you guys can ask me all these fucking questions, and a lot of them, all I have to do is just throw like vague answers at you because I don't have the actual practical hands-on experience to say, you know, use this head with this valve spring and this cam and blah, 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 blah. I don't have that experience with it, so I can't really give you a valuable answer.
The gasker's called Old Tanglefoot, yet again.
Old Tanglefoot.
O-L Tanglefoot.
Oh, Sebastian Bailey's outside my house. Come on in. Just come in.
It's open. Power Glide plate for 500 Cadillac anywhere.
This is, I'll buy you a solid roller small block Mopar cam and lifters if you have me on the show. I don't know. You know what? We'll leave that one to Uncle Kathy.
What?
William Stamper says, I'll buy you solid roller small block Mopar cam and lifters if we have him on the show.
What, alive?
I guess.
Dwayne said pay for shipping and I'll send it to you. Is that the guy with the blower?
Chop, give him a way to get a hold of you.
Let him chop swirl.
Well, is there a way that he can get a hold of you specifically? Do you have like an email address you can give? Yeah, we'll give it to him.
Lammy
Lammy.
CHOP 1016 at Gmail. LammyChop1016 at Gmail.
Nice. That's a good fucking name. All right, so we may have a blower on the way.
Hi, Cincy.
Well, if you even better.
Oh.
I'd like to stick a blower on a couple of things.
Mike was getting ready to put the roll bar in the gasser, and he was just doing a 6-point, like in his gasser at 56. And I said, "Ain't you gonna put a hoop around the front here?" He said, "Well, I wasn't." I said, "Well, I plan on rolling this thing." He said, "Well, I guess I will." New song from what in the world is that all about, Mr. Thomas? I don't get it.
I have no idea. I think Fubar the axe is like slipping a little bit.
He was on him. I've seen him just cut out some. Yes, Mr. Gonzo, did you ask me a question? Yeah, Lammy Chop, that's my email, Lammy Chop 1016.
68 Valiant, 3 in the tree daily driver. Excellent choice.
Nasty bastards. What would an MSD do on a slant?
What would an MSD do on a slant? Not a fucking thing. Not a fucking thing. Unless you blow MSDs are what do I say MSD? A multiple spark discharge ignition is fucking useless unless you're blowing a bunch of fuel with a bunch of boost through an engine. Other than that, you're just pissing in the wind.
No, Gonzo, it's 1016, 1016.
If I could see a modern remake of any Mopar, which would it be? I don't want to see any. My gripe with modern Mopars is that they keep ripping off the old Mopars. I do not want to see a 50-year-old. If I'm going to be interested in anything new, I do not want to see fucking 50-year-old names, 50-year-old fucking paint, 50-year-old bodies. I have that stuff. I'm surrounded by it. It's all over my fucking world. I don't want. There's nothing Mopar ever did in the past that I ever want to see repeated again. Ever. I want to see them do new stuff.
What car will you take to the island when Epstein invites you?
I don't know. It probably have to be something something sporty. You know, I don't know. We'll probably maybe we take the Charger. No, the Roadrunner. We'll take the 73 Roadrunner. That's the perfect Epstein Island car.
That feller said installing roller rockers on that hobby engine give him any quicker revving.
What was that now?
The guy that was talking about building up his hobby stock engine, if he put roller rockers, would that help him rev anymore?
They reduce valve train friction. You know, it's the whole point of the roller rocker. Will that in and of itself give you more RPM? Likely not. I mean, you may see 200-300 extra RPM up there, but the usable RPM really has to do with the cam profile. Okay. What happened to the sound on the TV?
I lowered it.
Oh, it's weird. I like having it's like I can hear my heartbeat.
What is AV gas? You
I
ever
don't want to
run
hear
AV gas?
AV gas, it's aviation gasoline. That's the shit you buy at an airport.
Yeah, I thought that's what he meant. I ain't never messed with it. I don't even know if you can buy it anymore without a claim. Ever boosted a Slant 6?
I broke it.
Yes, I built a supercharged slant. I guess it was about 2 years ago. In a 64 Valiant. It was a torque. It was actually the very first Torque Storm Slant 6 kit we got and stuck it on a 64 Valiant.
Another guy asked a while ago, what's the best way to get 500 horsepower? And I was
Out
going
of
to
a
say,
Slant 6?
no, he just said in general. Or that guy's saying you can get it, but he said what I was going to say, spray the hell out of it.
Yeah, spray and boost. You want 500 horsepower out of one of those things. It's. I mean, there are guys who actually do it, you know, but you're talking about an extreme fucking engine.
Cheek and chong.
I broke it.
Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
I hit the wrong button.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Best way to clean aluminum.
You better call John.
Acid.
I don't know what happened.
When is YouTube sending the plaque? I don't know. I think it takes a few weeks before they send the plaque.
If we get a plaque, you might not get
We're going to get a plaque. Why are you like that?
Some people don't get plaques.
We're going to get a plaque. Why wouldn't they send us a plaque?
Because we do Epstein video.
We did one Epstein video.
Hello, Vancouver. You like my street lights? Those did turn out pretty cool. He runs airplane gas in his mud truck with a 355. A bottle of Marvel Mystery Oil per 10 gallon.
Yeah, it's really not necessary. I mean, the only difference between, I mean, you don't need that kind of octane. You know what I mean? It's just not necessary.
Did I get a coupon to buy a plaque? No. The Blues Mobile.
You know, it's got no signal. What'd you do?
I don't know how to fix it.
Anybody know how to fix a TV?
It's on the,
I hit the wrong button.
it's on the wrong
I
channel,
hit the
yeah.
channel button instead of the volume
Thank you,
button.
ACC Garage.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Or as they say on Goblin Butts Garage.
Holly 500 too big for mild cam slant. No.
Not at all. Hit the input button.
I don't know what to do.
What's the difference between a 454 and a
Oh, so it says
455?
make it go to component AV.
It's not touchscreen, is it? Because we don't have a remote to this.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm stressing out. I gotta smoke more.
Kill a hobo and it'll work again. Everybody's saying the same thing. Guy asked what's the difference between 454 and 455. They're saying 1 cubic each. That's the short answer, I guess. 454s are cheaper to build. The Blues Mobile. How was your hand?
I can't fix it.
Still there. All the flimsy components are obviously working.
Well, you gotta fix it.
She's
We
trying
don't
to
have a
fix it.
remote for it.
She's trying to help.
John fixed it. We got it going without a remote.
I'm not John.
Mopar lovers, thank you.
Call him and ask him how you fix it.
Anybody make a 2-barrel intake for a 225?
Not that I know of. The only 2-barrel manifold I know of is the Marine and then Super 6. They started using the Super 6 in 1977, the 2-barrel, but they had the 2-barrel Marine engines back in the 60s. So they're around, you know, you just gotta hunt for them.
Can I roll a cig? I can roll all kinds of stuff, but I didn't bring my tobacco. Lamb chop loan me $5 and sing Slippy Dog. Sammy Dog. Like a little old timey dog.
Right? That was the most popular thing. He did that once, and people to this day still.
It was a good one. Where can I find rebuild parts for a slant 6?
Anywhere. Just go to Rock Auto. This stuff is it's so common and so cheap. You can rebuild those engines you can get like literally every single thing you need for like $350, like the works.
What are the key components for a quick revving engine?
Key components for a quick revving engine: light crankshaft. You know, if you're running a stick, a light flywheel, light crankshaft. Just light assembly. You know, light reciprocating assembly is like, you know, quick snappy motor. And a short rod. You know, long rod motors take a little bit longer to fucking, you know, get their spin up, and a short rod motor goes right to it.
No, that's not wacky tobacco.
Did you ask John?
No, not yet.
Oh, well, I'm a little freaked out now.
You know what I fuck with? I'm a technological marvel.
You could try.
Have you ever dealt with
We just put this
T5
one in,
training?
so.
Uncle Kathy, come here and take Lynn cups.
Yeah,
Please.
I'll tear it. I'll give you up. I can't fuck it up more.
No, you can't.
The remote doesn't work for it.
Did you just shove Maggie out of the way like?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, let's see. What was the last thing you
Oh,
read?
I didn't even know. I'm
Maggie takes the spot. Yeah, she does. Hi, Dom. LS Project Bottle Rocket, done or not done? What?
Oh, is Project?
Oh, it is. I thought it said LS. I'm so used to reading that.
It was complete and running, and now it's being gone through for over the winter, so that when the track opens, poof, we're at it. We're straightening out all the little bugs and issues the car has.
Last week, Brian and Tony. This week, Cheech and Chong.
Oh yeah, Brian will be back. Brian will be back in 2 weeks, right, Brian?
Is he on? He's probably not on.
I don't know. Next week we're gonna have my brother on here, Ralph.
Bottle Rocket will never be done, John. Really?
That's the way I
Who
was.
who said that?
No problem.
I ordered star stickers and asked for y'all's autographs. I'm in Houston, Texas.
All right, we're a little bit behind.
We are very behind
We're very
because
behind on
I had
stuff
to
at the
actually
moment.
start printing shirts myself. So
Yeah.
I got really backlogged. And anyone who messages me, that's what I tell them. And everything is on the way. I remember your message. I think I wrote you back and I didn't ask you. You got to sign a piece of paper, Tony.
Oh, okay. You don't want my autograph. Please.
I got snow.
Hey, that's one she had.
ACC Garage. No, I had snow before. I could do that.
Wait, look, you got something going on there.
It has stickers for us. I will email you.
Those are the local channels.
Mhm.
See where it says component AV? There you go. That's what you gotta get.
Does Uncle Tony lie to you about how much he spends on cars? No, I know everything.
She knows every. Look at this. Look at this.
How'd you do that?
I put it on the component.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's still not
Let's
TV.
see.
I'm very close.
You got a picture. You're closer, right?
Yeah, like it's a screensaver. Let's see.
Is there a,
There's buttons on the back of the TV, they said. This is a different TV. Our son brought it over, and it's huge, and it doesn't have a remote, so I just hit the wrong button and messed it up. Let's see. A 350G body followed me home. Did you read this one? The valve stem oil seal springs are falling off. I found three hanging. I found three hanging out on top of heads, and one came out the oil pan drain. Is that bad, or did I save?
Man,
Was it 0.02 G for
the
free?
350G by followed me home.
Yeah.
The valve stem oil seal springs. Say that fucking 3 times fast.
Right.
Are falling off. I found 3 hanging at the top of the heads. One came. Yeah, don't stress it. Don't stress it. Not a big deal. They get brittle and they break off. And they just put a fresh set on it. Not a big deal.
Let's see. Are you done? Did you fix it?
You better believe
Oh,
it.
okay, awesome. Here.
Yeah, but you
see
killed
that.
the volume. There's no sound on it
Put
now.
the volume on.
I like that background sound. And it was drag racing. I mean,
Thank you. It's because I'm blind. I hit the wrong
I didn't
button.
see it either. Mother dog.
okay, that's good. That's good. But this isn't drag racing.
Oh, I must have went
Is that a
off.
commercial?
No.
Must have went off.
Our
Okay.
family wedding.
All
Yeah, I
right.
don't want to watch that.
The big boy short stroke. Hot Carl.
That's what they used to call me in high school.
Flying Sports Garage close by, but no true Mopar channels.
What was that now?
We have Flying Sparks Garage close by, but no true Mopar channels.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Do you just live and breathe? What was it? Mopar cars like obsessively? Yeah,
Well, yeah.
it's the only way to get any good at it.
What else is there?
Oh, that dog.
Well, there's my puppies.
Do they make a 750 gear for a Ford 9-inch?
A 750 gear. Actually, I was just up in friend Chuck's place the other day, and he's got a 617, I think it is, in a 9-inch. He's setting up. But I that's the steepest gear I've ever heard of. The
Said they
617.
make a 717.
Do they really?
John said they did.
If John says it, I believe it.
I believe him. My engine seems to be getting sluggish, or my piston return spring is getting weak.
Yes, probably. You gotta watch them piston return springs. They're bad news. Bad news.
The A833 versus a Muncie.
If you're gonna drive it, like as a driver, the Muncie is all over the fucking 833. If you're gonna race it, the 833.
Second all 3-speed need a 752 final drive. Frankie Noah.
I think the TV's too low.
557 and an 8 3/4 tree climbing gears.
What oh, ever on the West Coast? No, I haven't been out to California since like the 90s.
Thank you there.
What
I
was
don't
that?
know how to say that last name. Palalala Logos. Yes, it was a rough night. My check liver light came on.
Check liver.
The Dodge Aries K. Well, that was a
I love K
screamer.
cars.
That
Yeah.
was a screamer.
Don't ever talk shit about K cars. Man. I love those things.
Favorite brand for spark plugs?
Autolite.
What do you think about the Plymouth Laser? A missile bag.
They were okay, but I like Street K's
Streamline
better.
butterfly. Fox body versus Rock. Well, I'm a Chevy guy myself, but good grief, those damn Mustangs.
Yeah, you can't really compare a Fox body to a Camaro. The Fox body is just a natural race car.
You ever seen anybody run a selectable locker at a track?
I don't even know what a selectable locker is, so I guess, what the fuck is a selectable locker?
I've never heard of such.
I don't know. See, it's all
Is
this,
that fancy? For
it's all this
limited
technology. I have no idea. You know, I'm a welded Spidey gear guy.
Email myself to 3
Oh, thank you, email.
Is an old Dana better than a new Dana? Did they even change?
Not that I know of.
What about E85 for fuel?
Thank you, Lindsay. I don't screw around with it, but I mean, people make power with it, you know.
One guy said, "Is he meaning a quick change?" Maybe that's what he meant.
Is that a selectable locker? That's a quick change?
That one guy saying, he's asking like maybe that's what he means. You just weld the rear end together.
That's it. That's it. You just melt them Spidey gears together. It's all good. A Lincoln locker.
Summer, dog.
Lincoln versus Miller locker. Lincoln is always, you know, that's the classic. Oh, Mopar lover and constitutionalist.
The only one I know with more Mopars than me.
I have too many Mopars.
That guy said welding his rear made his car slower. You welded it wrong.
Yeah, how would that be possible? Unless you're going around turns, yeah, man. If you're going around turns, it's definitely going to slow you down.
Swing the corners generously.
I mean, if you go around turns, you know, like that's a kinky kind of lifestyle that I just can't wrap my head around, you know. But that's, you know.
There's a bottle rocket video that shows him welding the gears on it.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking you to make a video. 6 into 1 header wanted 225.
Yeah, better off with the 6 into 2. 6 into 1 throws a lot of torque away.
Dog. Selectable locker is big with the 4x4
guys. Electric, air, or cable to range. Oh, okay, yes. I've seen that. I saw that on TV. But no, I've never seen that done at the track. I'm sure somebody is doing it, but why would you want to just not leave it locked?
It goes from open to lock, so it's not a pain in the ass on the street.
I got you. Yeah, now that was brought up, yes, I've seen that, but I've never seen it done on the track.
Did you weld the pinion to the ring gear?
Yes, I like to weld everything in the rear. I like to turn it just like lava. You know what I mean? I just melt everything and then I throw the back cover on it and then I call the record and have it towed away.
How much horsepower does Bottle Rocket make? All of it.
All of it. It makes every single horsepower that it makes. Every one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
81 Dodge Murata.
They're cool cars.
Best car from the 70s? How could you pick one? That's a tough one. Like maybe a 73 Pinto wagon?
What was the question?
What's your favorite best car from the 70s?
My favorite? I have no favorite. I like so many of them.
Don't weld the rears on your car. It'll make your headlights stop working. Are we going to have a 4-point cage in the Rocket so Lammy will be safe?
No, probably not. Probably not. I don't want the weight penalty.
I'll wear a helmet.
He'll wear a helmet.
A football helmet.
And dive under the dash. You know, if things get really crazy, he can pull himself under the fucking dash and ride it out just like anybody else can.
You got that 8-foot throw shifter I can go through like a tornado.
Well, no, you shove the shifter as far forward as you can, and you assume the crash position up underneath the dash. And then the car just rolls and it does whatever it does, and then, when it stops,
Be like a blanket.
wait a few seconds, just to make sure everything stopped, and get the fuck out. And you're good.
I can handle that. You want to get a jet boat?
Oh yeah, right away. That's my next.
Diagnosed with SUGMA.
You got SUGMA?
That don't sound good.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Doesn't
Yeah.
sound Christian.
Yeah.
When you turn the pistons around on a 60, you get cold start piston slap.
Like in theory, it's supposed to be like you'd think it would be knocking like fucking crazy, but no, it just.
Captain Chaos helmet for Smokey and the Bandit. That'd be a good one. Helmet and a blow up doll on my lap. I do got a couple of blow up dolls.
He's got to blow up sheep.
What's Lammy's gas are going to be named? It will be Old Tanglefoot.
We got 327 people on here. Woo! And if you guys aren't already subscribed to fucking Lamb Chops channels, it's Lamb Chops World, right? With
no B.
No B, just Lamb Chop. LAMCHOP. World. Yeah.
It's awesome. Worst car you ever owned? I don't know. I've had some good ones.
Oh, worst car I've owned.
I had a Mazda 626 with a load head gasket I bought for $50. That's probably the worst one.
I can't really think of the worst car I ever owned.
Roll up your window. Give her a thumbs up. Chip's World is next.
Yeah, Chip needs his own channel.
Did I go trick or treating? No, my cruise in that I work at in Hendersonville does the old trunk or treats. So I went up there and just gave out a bunch of candy.
My 440 has ditch pistons. I want to replace them. My 906 heads with some 516 heads. Am I going backwards in performance? Yeah, well, you got the smaller valve, the smaller exhaust there in the 516. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't worry so much about the compression, honestly. Got good 906s on there. Give them a nice backyard port job and call it a day.
Yeah. Worst car ever, a 77 Aspen with the
lean burn 318. Yeah, there's nothing happy about the lean burn. That was bad.
Mr. Shine.
Thank you, Mr. Shine. I like this car, Stinky Pinky. The Mon Chevelle.
It's a bad mom.
I like pink cars.
What? Atomic fireballs to the kids. Do you use ATF in your manual trans?
Yes, I do.
A favorite 60s, 70s Aussie car? Yeah, the Interceptor.
I don't know anything about Aussie cars. He does. He watches all the movies.
The one Mad Max drove was pretty bad.
Oh, we got Ryder Repeller 666.
Ooh. Devil money.
Yeah.
Ever use a gear vendor, overdrive, underdrive? I've been reading more about them lately. I ain't never had one. I can't afford it.
I have not.
I thought it was strange that people were putting them on power glides. And I thought, like, huh? But they do. Apparently, it'll give you like 2 gears for every gear, like a low and a high or something. It was strange.
So I mean, I like the overdrive. The gear vendor overdrive is. I've never heard anything bad about them. I know that they set it to a ridiculous amount of fucking horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
They're a good piece. Me myself, I would never put one on my own cars because I'm an unreasonable simplicity purity freak. So like anything that adds any sort of complication to the car at all is taboo in my world. So adding the overdrive, like no good. But I do have a Chrysler overdrive transmissions and touring. We got one in Bottle Rocket and I got one in my 73 Roadrunner. So I'm not down on overdrives. I just don't want any aftermarket overdrives.
Is it worth building a 340 or just start with a 360?
And the 360s are so much easier.
No problem.
Difference between Federal and California 1 barrels on the 225. The only difference you could have is just in the metering, in the jetting. I think that it's the same jet, but with a different size drop rod.
Mr. Shine, you ever keep in contact with E-Booger?
E-Booger doesn't talk to me. E-Booger has always had a hard on for me.
What magazines did we read when we were kids? Hot Rod, that was about it. For me.
I like all the drag racing magazines. You know.
360 make more power, all being equal. I'm guessing nitro is going to damage the 318.
We're not using nitro. We run on nitrous.
You know the difference between nitro and nitrous?
Yeah,
US.
That's right. Man, that's brilliant stuff. You just stepped right to that. Not bad. Not bad.
Where's Stickman? Have you heard from him at all? Hope he's okay.
Stickman
alligator.
he was a victim of a cattle mutilation incident. So it's ugly stuff. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Tony, do you frown upon people who take an old body and put modern engines and interior stuff in them? No.
I didn't frown on Frankenbetty.
Yeah, no. Well, Frankenbetty is an old car with an old motor. It's an older car with a newer old motor.
Yeah.
No, I'm totally okay with I don't frown on it at all. It's not something I do myself, but just because I don't do it myself doesn't mean that I don't encourage other people to do it. So knock yourself out. As far as modern interiors in older cars, you got to be fucking kidding me. It is the most hideous fucking thing I've ever seen. You get this beautiful old car with these crisp lines and everything's tight, you know what I mean, the way with it. And they put these giant, huge fucking seats in the cars. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? Now the best part about it is there was one of these fucking YouTube guys, I can't think of his name, has a fucking Charger that you put like a modern interior in. And when you open the door, you can't. I don't know how you get in the fucking car because the door only opens so far, and you get this giant seat that wraps around like this, and you got like this much room between the steering wheel and the seat to like fucking squeeze in there. It's ridiculous.
What trans weighs more, 727 or A33?
A33 is a cast iron case. A33 is 160 pounds. I know this because I bench pressed many of them on my shelf. The a 727 is 100. So without a converter, it's 149 pounds. I mean, you got to add the weight of the converter. So I don't know. It's a wash. It's 6 1/2 dozen of the other.
Hey, Mr. Dillon, I have a 66 C10 too. And a little 283s are sweet to put in them. What kind of horsepower we think Bottle Rocket will make on the first 150 shot? 200. No.
200. Make an honest 200 fucking horsepower.
I'd say 4.
I would say, judging by my seat of the pants, I would say the Bottle Rocket, the way it sits right now, is probably putting to the tire. It's hard to say exactly. It's somewhere between 325 and 350 horsepower. It's a strong motor. It's like it hits real hard, real nice.
You're talking about before spring.
Before spring, yeah. Yeah.
What do you think about that feller naming his dog's Dark Kathy?
Yeah, do it.
Great name. Great name.
Uncle Kathy.
That some bitch will run. You just add yourself 100 horsepower if you do it. I don't understand freedom units. Had to go and put those numbers into a converter to work it out in kilograms.
Or freedom units.
How accurate are Nitro's up ratings? I don't know.
How accurate what?
Nitro's up ratings.
I have no idea what that means.
I don't know what that is. Grandpa ran a 283 in a 57 Chevy stock car. Picked the front tire off the ground.
I can believe that.
283s are stout. I am going to do a walk around on my old C10.
Yeah, that'd be a good video.
I've been waiting on my wife to be home from work during the day when you could see it. Would a welded 7 1/4 rear be a good fit for a lightweight gasser?
I have a welded 7 1/4 and that slant 6 dart, and the car weighs right now it's at 2,117 pounds, and I wanted to get it down to like 2,050 pounds. And I'm going to be honest with you, I still don't think that's light enough for that rear to last for any real amount of time with slicks and a bite. So I'm going to say with a stick, definitely not.
You ever watch Iron Trap Garage on YouTube? I haven't heard of it.
No, do they watch us?
If they don't, they should.
They should.
Bottle Rocket is awesome.
Thank you.
Things I learned the hard way. That was a good video.
Uncle Kathy, why won't this thing let me donate more than $2? I tried twice. It changes it for some reason.
I have no idea.
She has no idea.
I don't know.
But you know, we do have a Patreon account, which we got a lot of grief over, right? People are like,
Not a lot.
well, not a lot,
People
not a
that were
lot.
very
People are
spoiled.
like, you motherfucker, you're letting people give you money. You son of a bitch, you sold out. Yeah. Right? Is it that terrible? No.
Hellcat or Scat Pack.
Yes, come on, person.
Thoughts on rich, fine Corinthian leather? I'm not a fan. I like to sit in the nude at home and the leather sticks to me. Maggie, speak.
I
You
can,
really don't want that.
I could get them going, but
No, don't get them going.
Is a 225 and an old square body Ram enough motor?
if you're gonna
If you go into the
crawl
gas
through,
station?
parking lots and you know, at the supermarket, it's just exactly the right amount of engine.
YouTube takes away 30% of the donations. When's the last time you went to a drive-in movie?
Yeah, but YouTube also provides the platform for us to do this, so I have absolutely no gripe with YouTube taking some cash.
When's the last time you went to a drive-in?
I guess it was maybe like 5.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
John Wilburn
Did we
says
go
he
to the
joined
movie?
Patreon
Hell yeah, we
because of
did.
that.
I was there.
What happened there?
John Wilburn says he joined Patreon because of that complainer. Thanks, John.
Thank you, John.
That guy wouldn't give up. He was relentless.
He's obsessed.
Ever use an aluminum drive line?
No.
How do you join Patreon? There's a link in the last video.
Yeah, there's a link in the current video in the comments section.
Not the comment section, it's in the.
Not the comment section, in the description.
Tell us about the circle track car.
The guy disappeared. I don't know what happened to him.
John?
John. He was supposed to come here last week and get the engine, get the
There
car.
was a storm though.
There was a storm. I moved everything out of the way so we could get the car out, and then I haven't heard from him since.
He ain't far from me though. I think he's in Gallatin.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
What do you think of a Hemi and a Shelby Cobra kit car? Beautiful.
I would go on a lighter motor. I mean, you know, if I was going to build a Shelby, a Cobra kit car, it would definitely have to have a Ford motor in it, you know.
I cut my own hair.
I was going to cut it for him, but
When you change my shop hair, it's usually like a slick, badass Pomo or something.
Favorite year, Imperial 61.
Chuck Norris drove that Ram Charger in Lone Wolf with McQuaid. That's why I need a blower, just in case somebody buries me alive, I can come out. JJ McQuaid style.
No, YouTube doesn't take 30%. The Patreon, the Patreon, 100%.
Patreon takes very little.
Yeah, Patreon takes just a small chunk.
John's on vacation. He'll be here next weekend. Good news.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thanks, John. John Wilburn posted the link.
Thank you, John.
Whiplash cam.
I have a Whiplash cam in a 273. Like I've said this 1,000 times. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like one of them gimmick cams just to make sense, you know. But no, the fucking cam is absolutely magic. Hughes doesn't give me anything. I pay cash for anything I get.
We
fucking
paid
Hughes.
them for 2
But
cans.
yeah, please don't even get me started on that, right? You know, there's no bargains at fucking Hughes. But that cam is fucking magic.
You can get the lifters, buy the whole set.
Yeah.
Buy the lifters from Hughes, it's guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you spend a couple extra hours because you're already going to get bent over backwards 6 ways to Sunday by Hughes. So buy the fucking cam and also buy the lifters from them, and they got to be bought at the same day, and then you get this flat cam guarantee. So yeah, do it.
We're in Tennessee, Mr. Helms.
Hughes gives us nothing. You're not promoted by Hughes.
What kind of car Dodge would you have in the zombie apocalypse? The Ram Charger?
In the zombie apocalypse? Oh, no, yeah, the Ram Charger would probably be.
That could handle the weight of all the cow catchers we
Yes.
put on the front of it. We love Tennessee.
I adore Tennessee.
the new drag pack Challenger at SEMA. I didn't go this year.
You know how I know my parents didn't love me? Because they didn't bring me to Tennessee when I was a little kid. That's exactly.
You ever money shifted in a drag race? What does that
Money
mean?
shift?
I don't know what that means. Is that like the old $100 bill on the dash? If you can grab it,
I don't know
it's
what-
yours kind of thing. I don't know what that means.
What's a money shift? It's reaching that violent harmonic rage.
Now, Nashville traffic do suck, but I'm on this side of Nashville and Uncle Tony's on that side of Nashville.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons we don't get together more often, because we literally have to fight the war to get from between him and us.
Mm-hmm. It's when you downshift instead of upshift is money shifting.
Oh, I may have blown a shift or two that way in my life.
Actually going from second back to first instead of third. Wesley missed you, Tony.
Who missed me?
Wesley.
Oh, thank you, Wesley. I didn't go anywhere. How did you miss me?
Ever hear of the Packard V8? Wasn't that a straight 8 or something? Or
The
not?
Mopar, the big block Mopar is suspiciously familiar. Apparently, Chevy even considers buying the Packard to their own big block. No, but I don't know about the Packard V8, but the same guy who drew out the Chrysler V8, also the Buick, the one that replaced the Nailhead. There was the same guy. And off the top of my head, I can't remember his name. But that's what the big block Chrysler and the big block Mopar have so many similarities. But the big block Chrysler and the small block Chevy or if you take a head off a 383 or 440 and you put it next to a small block Chevy head, it's like the big block Mopar, okay, is just an oversized small block Chevy.
G'day, Mr. Olympus. Frank and Betty, I just put an electric fuel pump on and got rid of the mechanical one, but I ain't drove it around the block. But I just finished that last week. It's running again. But I
John
ain't took it
Wilburn
around.
just put the axe to somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, brother man.
Have you blown something up by accident? Hell yeah.
My whole life has been blowing up stuff by accident. How do you think I got to be as good as I am?
The best zombie car is a checker marathon. They do got a big back seat.
Have you ever heard of using a longer push rod for intake and slightly shorter for exhaust? Well, I mean, many engines with very length push rods.
See, out of respect for your hangover. I get over my hangovers pretty quick.
He's a pro.
I usually drink myself sober. Thank you for joining there, Abby.
Thank you, Ari. Lamb Chop, you need a Patreon also now.
I gotta figure out how to.
You need to explain to people exactly somebody just so sell out.
You should sell out.
Somebody yelled sell out in comments. You really need to explain to people what we paid for. It's a lot.
No, I wonder who the fucker is who yelled that sell out. Come back here.
And what we do.
Thank you, Mr. McCauley. I was proud of him. Carb versus fuel injection. I don't know how cold is it where you live.
I'm a carb guy.
Lammy, your Nova Gasser video quality was worse than Apollo 11's. Did you see
Well,
why
it was, and I tuned out because you froze, and I thought that the whole thing just went.
It died on me twice. I was in the middle of nowhere. I mean, nowhere.
Where's this fucker that's calling me a sellout?
Yeah. All I know is that I have to take computers apart because I can't.
See you, Mr. Willie.
Show yourself, bitch.
Sell out. This shit costs money. We gotta eat. Says, did I tell you, Mr. Tula Toilet sent me a potty truck with porta johns on the back of it?
That's why you keep the track clean. Yeah.
He sent me that in a little letter. Said, I noticed you didn't have any shitters at the end of the track.
Poppy
He
wants
hooked me up.
attention. Come here, Poppy. You're such a good girl.
Is there a minimum size exhaust you believe is better for a standard big block Chrysler?
Minimum size? It's 2.5 is the standard exhaust for those things.
Would I suggest going with electric fuel pump over mechanical to avoid things like vapor lock, especially in a hot country like Australia? Oddly enough, that's why I put the electric on there, because I was having issues with that. But It's not
It
necessarily.
doesn't
that
hurt to
hot
run
here.
both. You know, you put a small helper pump towards the, in the back towards the tank.
I have 3 kids and 6 phones and subscribed on all lines. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, my video quality last night was bad. I wasn't too good either. Fubar is the fastest troll killer in the West.
Fubar the axe. Well, John's been fucking hitting him too now. You guys are awesome.
What's needed to swap a 318 to a 383 beat?
Transmission and motor mounts.
Thank you, Mopar lover. Mr. Shine, ooh, thank you. Tell him to sell this out, Tony. He'll give you $10.
Thank you.
When's the last time you found something useful at a junkyard? Every time I go.
Yeah, seriously. Every time I always find something I can use.
What's your go-to safety for the electric fuel pump? Little note on the dash says turn the damn thing off.
Yeah.
A little post-it note. Thank you, Willie.
I'll tell you what I did on this Slant 6 car. We don't have a safety in Bottle Rocket, but like what I did on the Slant 6 car is I ran the wire that runs to the tank, to the pump. I coupled it up where it runs under the car. I coupled it up with the actual line itself. So if something was to cut the line, it would also cut through that wire and cut power to the tank.
If you had to drive one car for the rest of your life and it had to be a Ford, what would it be? 73 Pinto. No,
I like Pintos.
I do too.
If I had to drive one car for the rest of my life and it had to be a Ford, what would it be? A 60s Econoline van.
That's what my buddy Jeff that runs our cruise in has. He's got a 66.
Yep, a 60s Econoline. That would be my, if I had to drive one Ford for the rest of my life, that's what it would be.
I am going to do a little banjo jam vid. I've had a few people ask me about that. I'll do it in the bed of the truck so it'll still be car related.
There you go. And you guys, my brother has a channel called Existential Crisis in My Car, which is, hey, do you have the video for that?
Yeah, I can dance.
Hey, I gotta show you this video. This is the preview for my brother's fucking YouTube channel. Hang on. It's like I saw this and I was like, I'm gonna quit YouTube because it's pointless at this stage of the game.
But you don't want a music video like that. You told me no editing.
Wait till you guys see this. Hang on. She's up. Upper Kathy's bringing it up. Hang on.
Hang on. I'm getting it.
Pintos do rock, by golly.
I gotta scroll through the messages. Hang on.
Link, please. What link for what?
For the video.
Oh, for Existential Crisis in My Car. Just go to our community section. I posted links to a couple of his videos.
All right, you ready?
All right, so here. Fuck, this is fucking crazy. You haven't seen this. All right, how do we?
I'm gonna turn it over. Maybe.
You gotta turn the sound up.
Oh, my sound is off. Hang on.
Hang on, technical difficulties,
Technical
guys.
difficulties.
Five Guys said if you quit YouTube, he's going to off himself.
It's giving me problems. Stop it.
What crankshaft is in the 92 360 roller cam TBI engine? I cannot drill it to put a pallet bushing in for standard.
Use the one for a Magnum. But how do you make that bigger? And turn the sound up.
I don't think I can. It's on my phone.
Just touch it.
I have the sound up.
Wait, you're saying just touch it.
Oh.
You got to keep it one way and then touch it and it'll blow it up. My little 305 hot rod is boom, but why the heck is it running its best when I vacuum timed it and the timing light? It is reading like 20 degrees advanced.
Sound. I have the sound on my phone.
It must be muted on the video.
I don't quite understand. The redhead looking at the duster gone.
Hang on.
We're having a problem getting this video going here.
Probably 10 years or more since I've intentionally cut it as far as my beard. What the hell did Uncle Tony do to his hand? He burnt it.
Burnt it.
Put Magnum heads on the 360 Ram Charger.
No, I'm gonna use the 908s that were on there.
Can you link the computer and the phone with the charger cord? I don't think they'll link up like that.
I think I saved the lane, I'm not sure.
It's a Chevy too.
Why do I have no sound on my phone?
I think they dropped the Chevy 2 moniker in '68 was the last year that they still called them a Chevy 2.
All right, forget about the video.
You ever use aftermarket heads? If I can find a deal on some aluminum ones, I will.
Yeah, send me some aluminum heads. I could put aluminum heads on all kinds of things if somebody would just fire them over to me.
Realistically, what's best for electric fuel pump safety? I've heard that you should run that wire into the oil switch, oil pressure sending switch. So they say if the oil pressure drops, it'll stop. But then if you got an old Chevrolet, it runs up what 6 pounds of oil pressure at idle after you've driven.
Any engine I built for myself has only got like I built my engines when I built them for myself. I was just talking about this with my friend Chuck. When I build an engine for myself, when it's hot and you sit there, if it's got oil, the oil line is just on, right? I like my motors like really, really, really loose. Like they'll sit there and just go, and that's how I know it's happy. Now it's gonna fucking spin up. You can't do that for customers. You know, if somebody brings you an engine to build, you got to go a little nice tight, and they want to see the oil pressure gauge up and shit like that. But if I have more than 7 pounds of oil pressure, you know, per 1,000 RPM, I have a crisis. I can't live with myself.
Do you guys run trans shields? Yeah.
Thank you, Half Shark.
Well, Jinx, you owe me 100 horsepower.
He gained 40 horsepower through our stickers. This
Per sticker, he said.
per stick, that's 80 fucking horsepower for that. That's
Wire the damn pump to any 12-volt source that's hot with the key on it. Well, yeah, that's how you wire it, but that's not how you protect it.
you see my brother's video and it's horrifying? Good. That means he did his job. It's the name of it's existential crisis in my car. So right off the bat, if you're horrified by it, it worked.
You better believe it's a Chevy 2.
Let me see if I can get it on my phone.
Can't wait to see 3 carbs on the rim shot. How would you build a badass Commando Charger 273 for performance?
How would I do that?
In our burnout car, the fuel pump died, so we filled up the windscreen wiper bottle with petrol. I've done that before.
We've all done that.
And used that to feed the float holes on the car. Have y'all got a favorite new car? If so, what is it?
Okay.
Wait,
here I go. Okay.
You got
So this is my brother's. This is the.
Ralph, not your brother James.
Right, it's my brother Ralph. Not Swamp Rat. Well, we haven't seen Swamp Rat on here tonight. So this is Ralph's. This is the preview to his new channel. Ready?
Hello, Canada. Coming to Detroit for auto round. He's a Mason?
Yeah. That's it.
He said we ever considered coming up to Detroit for the auto run. Tony's not a big car show guy too much.
I'm not a car show guy.
I am. I can go to them all.
I'd rather just be in my shop.
Can your mother only tell you apart?
That's epic, right? Yeah. Go subscribe to his channel.
Ugly runs in your family.
Yeah, it does. As do abnormally small penises, which is why we overcompensate to the level that we do.
The name of his channel is Existential Crisis.
Existential Crisis in My Car. ride along with Ralph. He's a cop, by the way.
You ever been to racing in Michigan? I haven't.
Yeah. I was with yeah, we run in Michigan a few times, and I won a funny car race with Caminito there, like up in Martin, Michigan, in like '92 or '93.
This guy gets above 3,500 on a 650 Edelbrock and it bogs down on a 355 with a nice sounding cam, 4-speed, 355 gears. Does he need more CFM? He's got a 650, I wouldn't think. But
Well, I mean, 650 is on the small side.
what did you say it was all radically built?
Going about 3,500, my 650 Edelbrock bogs down on a 355 with nice sounding cam, 4-speed. Oh, let me answer the question. Is it only the first time you hit it? Because I'm actually going to do a video about the Edelbrock bog, right? I won't spoil it. But I will do. It's going to be like a short video. It's like a 2-minute video. But they do have very particular situation on the Edelbrock carburetors, even back to the AFBs, that are very unique to those things. It's frustrating, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just like the normal operating aspect of those carburetors.
You are right, CC Rider. Car shows are kind of full of those kind of dudes, but I always tend to stray towards the guys that did build the ones themselves. And you can kind of pick them out.
What's your all's most hated car trend? What's yours?
My what?
Your most hated car trend?
Oh, the damn the lifted up ones.
Donks?
With the big wheels. I can't stand that.
Yeah, I'm not
a little
crazy
bit of
about that
rubber
either.
on them, even if it's the trucks and all that. I do not like that at all.
I'm going to say modern interiors and old cars. That just rubs me the wrong way, and like from every aspect. It offends every aesthetic sensibility I have in my soul.
I put a modern interior in Frankenbase. Well, I put Siege and changed the gauges.
No, but you don't have these. You don't have these giant, big wraparound fucking.
Oh, the big cushion.
You know what I'm talking
looks like
about.
a freaking couch in it.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't dig that. The guy, the round track guy, he was on vacation. He didn't disappear. He went.
Yeah,
on
I thought
vacation.
he's on vacation. He's here watching now. So the round track car is on.
Oh, damn, another one come up on my neck. Yeah.
Nice.
What's of that?
Yeah, well, just don't pop it. Here.
It's about that big.
Oh, really?
Big nasty bastard right
Holy
there.
shit! You gotta see Dr. Pimple Popper.
Ugh, I don't know what it is. It's got me worried.
Nah, maybe you grow another head.
That's what I thought. I'll name him Little Lamb. Maybe new seats, but that's it. You know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the LED bulbs in the old cars either.
what the actual bloody fuck goes on the watch? Then you got it. That's it, exactly.
The Carolina Squat, yeah, we call it the Tennessee Tilt, and I don't like that either. The trucks that go down a road like that,
Yeah.
that ain't never hauled nothing in the bed of them in their life, so they try to make it look like they are. Is he part of the Illuminati?
Yes.
Do we make moonshine? I make a little. Nothing I'm proud of, but it don't make you go blind.
Uncle Kathy made beer a couple of times.
420 yet? It's always 420 on my clock.
Would I put a modern Hemi in a 70 Charger? Would I do it? No, definitely not. Should you do it if you want to?
What tranny rear end is in the Ram Charger?
It's got a 727 in it, and the rear is a 9 1/4.
Uncle Tony Lager. Do it.
No, she made an Imperial. What was it? An Imperial Stout that he made, which was excellent. I don't like
Any
lagers.
tips
I
on
like
what's
stouts.
draining the battery on a 75 Dodge? No radio or lights other than headlights or tail lights. You got to do the old test light trick.
Wait, one more time is that now?
And any tricks on figuring out what's draining his battery on a 75 Dodge? No radio, lights other than headlights and tail lights. You got to do the test light trick.
What I've come across on occasion, if you've already gone through all the fuses, pop the fuses, and you still have a draw, try disconnecting the 12-volt lead or the main lead on the alternator. You know, the one that actually screws on with that 7/16 nut. take that off, because I've seen them where the diodes start to go bad, and that'll drain the battery.
My first car was a 1980 Pontiac Sunbird, and I love that thing.
I can't picture you in a Sunbird, man.
This was an 80 Sunbird. It had a 4-cylinder bolted up to a turbo 350, and it would scream.
Really?
Leaked every fluid that was possibly in it. You every morning, if you got in it to drive it, 2 quarts of oil to just get it started and go down the road. I spray painted it blue, put a big diagonal stripe on the back of it. The back half was black and a silver trim. A number 7 on the door that was as big as the door. I took a T-shirt and cut the T-shirt and cut little square holes out of it so it looked like a window net in the door. I drove that thing
Do you have any pictures
everywhere.
of that?
No, I
Oh,
wish I
man.
did.
You need to duplicate that. You need to find one of those cars and build it for your fucking channel. Do exactly that.
Well, when I was young and dumb, and I ran over somebody with it. Not a person, just hit somebody in the ass in and spray painted it white the next day and sold it. How come John's name is Blue? He's special.
Yeah, he's a mod.
The Sunbird like the Monza, yeah, they did look just like a Monza.
That had the Vega motor in it, right? With
The Monza?
the valve cover that kind of like wraps over the side of the.
That mine was a 4-cylinder.
Yeah, I'm saying, was it the Vega motor in there?
Somebody told me it was like the Iron Duke, but I didn't.
Oh, okay,
yeah. John said it is not because he's a Democrat. 318 or 360 for the Ram Charger.
360. It needs the stroke.
If Chrysler brings a slant 6 back, will you go for it?
No. I have plenty of I have more than enough slant 6s. I actually got one sitting on the stand. I have no idea what to do with it.
What about the Plymouth Fire Arrow?
The Arrow body was the. Have you ever seen an Arrow funny car?
Mm-hmm.
They were the prettiest fucking cars ever. I remember Johnny Loper's little Haas. Then it was all black with like gold leaf
There's
lettering.
a replica of that comes to Bowling.
Is it really?
Yep.
What a beautiful fucking car that was.
Hell yeah, Ford Pinto is a good classic. That should be an exclamation point instead of a question.
Did you
Danny
know-
May's my last name. How
Did
cool
you know
is
that the Pinto is actually more, or I remember reading about this when I was a kid. The Pinto is more aerodynamic backwards than it is forwards.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ford Pinto, best car ever. When you got rear-ended and died, you got free cremation. I
That's
remember
true.
them stories. Was that the Blues Brothers or something? That one movie where the car went think just barely tapped the bumper and it was like
Exploded.
an atomic
I think
explosion.
so, yeah.
Any plans for a blow-through carburetor supercharger tuning video?
If at some point one of these companies wants to send me a blow-through turbo setup, Torque Storm or user, I will be glad to stick it on something and do a video like that. But it's just not in the cards or the budget to do something like that on our own right now.
That old boy died in his Pinto.
Oh, that's a shame, man. I'm sorry to hear that. You'll be missed.
You ever got let go or really screwed over by the cops while in a fast car?
In a fast car, I don't drive fast. I'm a right lane driver. People zip past me. You know what I mean? So I've had many cop issues over the years. You know, but never from being in a fast car. I am a slow fucking driver.
Oh, that was a Monty Python, he said.
Well,
You get pulled over for driving all the time.
yeah, but you're talking about in a fast car,
In fast cars.
but not for going fast.
Uncle Tony is a cruiser.
For other
We
things.
got pulled over for going fast in the GT like a month ago.
Oh yeah. But
Yeah, okay.
okay, but that was just
Don't listen to
that was just a 2-gear. I didn't exceed the speed limit. Okay, I'm prone to rapid acceleration, but I generally never exceed the speed limit.
Miss Landy's. Somebody wants to know what's your best and worst mile per gallon kind of car in the garage. John said Miss Landy's top speed is 37 miles per hour.
No, she'll go faster than 37. Definitely go faster than 37.
Best time from your nitro days.
Yeah, fast.
They didn't have clocks back then.
Yeah, it was before we used to time them. You know, we count one Mississippi,
That's
two
what I was saying,
Mississippi,
about
three
4 or 5
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Yeah, we have five Mississippis.
GTO or Chevelle? Ooh, depends on what year Chevelle.
GTO. I like GTOs.
Jeff's got a couple now, buddy. Very nice. You hadn't told us what happened to your 5.0.
I got rid of it. I brought it to the dealer. I wanted to go screw around with funny cars. So I was like done with the whole street car thing. I don't want to have anything to do with it. So I brought the car to a dealer and I sold it to a dealer. And then it got sold to a couple different people. At some point, somebody turned it into a race car, ended up in Pennsylvania, and it got scrapped about 4 years ago.
Camaro or Mustang? If it's 1971, Camaro. Uncle Tony's quickest time was on a sundial.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was when we went for the transition from the hourglass with the sand to the, you know, so that they don't really transfer.
John said, I followed Tony once. He drives the speed limit.
I do.
Thoughts on the Merkur XR4s? Those were some ugly cars.
Honestly, my biggest thing is if I'm driving on the road, my biggest fear is that like a dog or something runs out in front of me. So that's why I always like I drive like that, always saying so. Well, around that next turn, there's gonna be a fucking dog or something, and so that's why I just go nice and easy.
What's your real name, Uncle Tony? Tony.
Uncle. Thank you, Mikey.
I've been stopped more times for driving slow than speeding. He said, okay, boomer.
Yeah, they think you're drunk. They'll pull you over because they think you're fucking drunk,
Yeah, I guess they were fast. The Merkurs.
Uncle Grandpa. I am an uncle. I'm a grandpa.
Talking about the police car hitting the Pinto and speared a 70. It might have been that. I just remember it was in a movie. I'm a grandchopper.
We're both grandpas.
What happened to the Plymouth Trailblazer?
Never had one.
Mustang 2 or just one? I saw a video. I don't know if it was photoshopped. I think the guy done it. He took an old like 60s, 67, 68 Mustang nose and grafted it onto a Mustang 2.
Really?
And it actually worked. It looked pretty cool.
I thought those were neat cars. I like those with the straight six.
Mm-hmm.
It was just something about them. It was
I
like,
thought they were cool cars. The
Yeah.
grills were ugly as sin.
I don't know why people talk shit about those cars.
Chevy 2 or Rambler American Rebel? Chevy 2 for me.
No, I would take the Rambler.
You have a preferred manufacturer for 6 cams?
Well, whichever one's going to give me a deal on the new motor I'm building is my favorite manufacturer.
What'd you get your license in? Your driver's license?
76 Cordoba.
I took mine in like a 80s model, big ass Ford Maxi van with no windows.
Nice, nice.
Can I send you a Barra Turbo?
Sure. I mean, if you can swing the shipping on it, yeah, I would definitely. We tried something to do with it. Yeah.
Put on lawnmower or something. What's my YouTube handle? Lamb Chops World.
Lamb Chop without a B. LAMCHOP World. Go subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to Lamb Chops World, go subscribe to. Can you type a link in there? Type a link in there.
I have no idea how.
Oh, you see what it says? Say something.
No, it didn't say free candy. It said free Wi-Fi.
Can somebody put a link to Lamb Chops World?
I'm
in
not
here?
technically savvy.
I think John put one in there before a link. He put a link for our Patreon in there. Thank you.
There's a picture of me in an old van I found in a junkyard. It said free candy spray painted on the door. I had to get inside for a picture. It looked pretty cool.
Going now, please send me some subs, UTG. Red Bank's Classics. All right, guys, check out Red Bank's Classics. Hey, if anybody here has a channel they want to promote, please feel free. Type the name of your channel in there, and then you guys check it out. It's like we're all on YouTube, man. Let's all do what we can to help each other out.
So maybe John can put up a link with all his blueness.
The blue gives him the power to link. Oh, there you go.
That might be it.
Wait.
Oh,
That's
Lammy Chop.
is that clickable?
That's my email.
I don't think
Lammy
that's
Chop.
Oh, there you go. Fubar did it.
Huh. Lamb Chop's World. LA.
The blue men are always coming through for us.
Apostrophe.
Dude, you guys have done such a great job. We used to get run over by trolls.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. And ever since these guys stepped in, and it's like, man, these things just go so smooth now. So fucking thank you.
That's your username too. Yeah, okay. Tell them come subscribe, hit that bell, and all that jazz. Indeed. Linked it straight from your channel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like everybody here obviously has a YouTube account, but not everybody is trying to promote their channel. So anybody who does want to promote their channel here, do it. Like by all means, let's.
Harry wants to know why he's not blue. Do you want to be a mod, Harry?
You want to make that? I want Ari to have anything he fucking wants. I love Ari. He's the most supportive and fucking, and
That's how it's spelled.
and Zero. I don't know if he's on here. It's Zero. These guys are so fucking awesome. They're always supporting us. They're always like talking us up and shit like that.
But y'all have to ignore that video that says Lamb Chops Gasser. We was a little inebriated on the wobbly pops.
Yeah, Chop's channel is worth just subscribing just for race night. Yeah, guys, Lamarosa Rails every Saturday night. What time do you do that?
7 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Yeah, and you guys can send him a car and enter it into, there you go, Ari, you're blue now. There you go.
Every Saturday night we run them.
Every Saturday night, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. And if you guys want to participate, all you got to do is take a Matchbox car, drop it in a fucking mail to Lammy over here, and every Saturday night, man, you can watch your shit go down the track.
Yeah, I know my intros are long, and then when I started making videos without them, I was getting bombarded by comments saying where'd the intros go, so I threw them back in there, but I think I'm gonna cut it in half.
I gotta let the girls know. I'm right back.
Yeah, no B in the lamb chop, and it's apostrophe S.
I think I need hip surgery, man.
Oh no. Yeah, Tula Toilet's got some cool videos on his channel as well. Yes, my intros are long. Some people like them. Roll your window. How did me and Tony meet up here at a meetup? Tinder.
I swiped and there he was, man. I was like, oh shit.
I am from Tennessee. The relatives from back in the day come down from the mountains of East Tennessee. Keep the Elvis part. Oh, yeah. Best car movie, golly, it changes from month to month, what I like. Lately, I've been kicking around that old Hot Rod movie. You remember that one with the Willis? They got out.
I can't watch that fucking movie except for that one scene where they steal the funny car.
Yeah. Do I watch the Southeast Gassers? I do. I like them guys.
They're awesome.
It kills me with the whole, oh, we're down home, this and that, and blah, blah, just good old boy doing it like the 60s. They didn't have them transmissions them boys are using in the 60s. I guarantee you that.
But at least they got a third pedal.
Yes, very much. Those guys are badass for what they do, but God, it's expensive. Does Tony have an accent to me? Yeah, no. But I hang out with all sorts of people.
Yeah.
I don't hear it. I don't think I have one. Two-lane blacktop, that's a classic.
No more melting my skin for views. Why not? It's cheap. Doesn't cost me anything. Bam, you.
That guy knows a guy who welded the front half of a Charger to the back half of a Cuda and stuck a 440 in it and called it a Charcuda.
Charcuter.
No,
Look at that. I can see that. Actually, yeah. I'd like to see pictures of that.
Can you build a high-performance slant six-pack?
Probably, but not me. I'm going to stick with the single 4-barrel on one that we're building.
Yeah, 6-pack with Kenny Rogers. That's a good one. How long have we known each other? A few years. We met at they were doing a thing up here in Murfreesboro. It's called the Meetup, spelled M-E-A-T, like food, meat. You just showed up and brought some meat, and somebody somewhere had a grill.
Hey,
I come up there in my old truck with my hotties, and then it was a hell of a cam, and it was rumpa-dumpa-dumping. I think that's why Tony took a shine to me, because it sounded so
you were
badass.
playing in Michael's band. You were playing in.
Oh yeah, I met you
so.
before that. There, yeah. Played in one of the clubs he was dealing with.
I used to have some music venues, and he played in bands that were. So when he pulled up with the car, I already knew him. You know, he didn't know me, but I knew him.
Yeah. Thunder Road, that's a real good one. I just bought that not too long ago. Schwartz likes the intro. A Smeed Up.
You know, my old buddy Cheeseburger died a couple of days ago.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like, so you're the only food named friend I have left.
No, man.
You know.
Cuda or GS?
GS.
The Buick?
Smeet cannoli. Nah, that's not. I see where you're going with that. You know?
My Mopar stumbles a lot off the bottom during takeoff. What's the downside to drilling the butterflies on my Edelbrock? Heard it helps.
What was his question? What did he say?
It stumbles on the bottom when he's taking off. He's thinking of drilling out the butterflies on his Edelbrock. He heard it helps.
No, stumble is usually lean, and all you gotta do is make it leaner. Check your accelerator pump. Make sure you get a full stroke on the accelerator pump. As soon as you touch the fucking throttle, it should be.
Are we paying you to watch YouTube and make recommendations while your staff works on the cars?
Oh God, I wish I had a staff. Please.
Weaver side drafts on a slant.
I've seen it done, but you know, I've never done it.
How many times a week do you go to the Parks house?
Oh, good night, Dalton.
Mr. Shine said you're looking at the staff. Was your pops a mechanic as well?
Well, my father is like 80-something years old, and he still doesn't know how to drive a stick.
What's the downside to drilling holes in the butterflies? Bugs would get in it. I'm gonna go check the flush on that toilet and go.
The downside would be to maintain an idle, you'd have to close the throttle blade so far that you would be away from the transfer slot. So that could actually cause a stumble. That could actually cause a lean condition just off. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't need to do that with an Edelbrock. Look, I'm by myself. I'm not by myself. Poppy, come here, Poppy. You're a good girl. You're such a good girl. Good night, Olympus. Go check the flush on the toilet. Why do Jeeps always beat drag racers in the mud? Because Jeeps are made for the mud, yeah? Ropey windows! What is the difference between the Plymouth Duster and the Dodge Demon? Front end sheet metal. Jay, slicks don't work in the mud. Yes, that's very true. How about a 455 build? I can only build what people bring me to build or something that I own myself. So if somebody brings me a 455, I'll do a 455. Brian McTaggart really promotes UT John Banks. Yeah, Brian's fucking awesome. And he will have a channel. I don't know if he's still with us, but he will have a channel. There's no question about it. And it's going to be big.
Oh, that's it there, my pretty big and all. Build a 420.
Uncle Tennessean. Have you ever seen or messed with a Chrysler turbo engine from the 60s? Neither. There he is. Brian's still here. And he's tuning up for his YouTube debut. Where he's just going to take over all of fucking YouTube. The guy's amazing. We sat here for 4 hours last Sunday night. 4 fucking hours. And I was like, after a while, I was just like, okay, this guy's got all the answers. I'm just going to sit back. So I did. I just sat back and he took over. And like, he was answering questions. Like, I couldn't even spell these fucking things he was answering questions about. He's that good.
Feller's still asking about drilling holes in the butterflies, pros and cons.
Yeah, I already went through that. No, don't drill holes in your butterflies. That's not going to fix a stumble. Brian McBangshift, that's right. He hadn't even was shit. He fucking impressed me. I was blown away actually by like, because people are asking him about Australian cars and stuff like that. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about those cars. Brian knows every little. Oh, that hurts. He knows every little fucking thing about these cars. He knows about everything about every car all over the world in all of history. It's ridiculous.
Brian is saying someone else is asking about the V8 LH swap idea.
See, I don't know, Brian.
What did you guys think of the early 90s Thunderbird Super Coupe?
I love
I'm
that.
over here. I'm on the side.
Is that the Glidden machine?
Yeah. Oh, those cars were beautiful. They were beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get involved with any of them because I had was doing the Mustang thing at the time, so it was like I was all wrapped up in V8, But those the T-Bird those T-Birds, the two Super Coupes, probably one of the best looking fucking cars Ford ever built.
Are you on Facebook? Of course, Uncle Tony's Garage.
I don't actually ever go there myself. Uncle Kathy posts there. Ron Ward still posts there. Wrench Ski posts. Mr. Know-It-All and Eric Jackson pops in and out of there. But I myself, I never get on a Facebook page.
You have too much on the YouTube.
I'm way too much on fucking YouTube. But so if you ever see somebody claiming to be me or on the UTG Facebook page, it's not me. It's a fucking.
I post a lot.
Yeah. You mostly Uncle Kathy. She's
Maybe check out the neutral drop videos. I haven't personally.
Gratuitous abuse doesn't do anything for me.
Fellow Mopar lovers in Sweden. Very cool.
Yeah.
Johansson.
ABBA. Olivia Newton-John, right? What else?
Olivia Newton-John's Australian.
ABBA.
Starts with an A.
And who's the other guy? The crocodile, not the crocodile,
That's
the other
Australia.
guy. The one who took the fish to the fucking chef, that's Australia. ABBA.
Uncle Kathy's the grammar Nazi.
A little bit.
Uncle Tony, I will supply you with a free 455 to build. Are you also going to supply me with the parts to build it and the car to put it in? Because if so, then we can talk about it.
Golden earring were Swedish, maybe.
Eric Wiebe. Bought some new blown crate Hemi. Very expensive. Any relation to John Wiebe?
71 Ford Bronco starts but dies. If you don't have your foot on the gas, when you put your foot on the gas, it bucks and shakes and idles rough.
It's still a point ignition because that's like What were the symptoms of a bad condenser?
Saskatoon, Canada.
Now, you know who I'm talking about, though, right, Eric? Johnny, what used to race the top fuel cars?
Golden Earring or Dutch.
He was actually, John Weeby was the first guy to run the aluminum motor, the Donovan motor, the 417. It was like the very first car to run that thing successfully and actually, you know. You guys don't care about 1970 top fuel trivia.
Flat tappet versus roller.
I know I've always loved flat tappet just out for the simplicity of it, but I'm getting tired of fucking replacing cams now. I'm done. Right? I mean, fucking bottom rock. I need a zipper on that fucking engine just to take care of the valve. So as I can afford it and it comes available to us, we're definitely going to go switching over to roller.
Do a video on how to drive a 3 on the tree. My wife's 53 when we first got it, had a 3-speed on the column. And she would call me sometimes thinking the tranny was out because she was trying to take off in 3rd gear. And I ended up drawing her a picture of a little stick lady. There was a stick man, but I drew long hair on it. And a big old picture of a steering wheel, the pattern for the 3-speed. So she would always have it in her glove box. It is a point ignition, but 3 days before I started, it was running normal.
Oh, you love trivia? So okay, so Kansas John Weeby he was a hitter, top fuel, early 70s, middle 70s even, and he had the first competitive aluminum. Actually, I think he ran the first Donovan motor. Period. The first Donovan aluminum, the early heavy, the 417, and he was the guy that put that thing on the map. He was also like one of the last people actually run a competitive slingshot. He up until like I think about the middle of 1973, he still had a front engine car. Okay.
That damn chick is unbeatable.
Which one?
Miss Musey.
Oh, that's her dad.
Mm-hmm.
Turning the fucking wrenches and throwing up cash at that fucking thing.
Yeah. Were you a greaser?
How old do I look, man? I'm a child of the 60s, 70s. As greaser was way before my time.
Driving down to Florida this winter with my new Saskatoon. Okay.
417 derivative of Trinity 2. Yeah, the 417 was Donovan's block. Everything, they were still running iron heads, regular iron heads. But the 417 was the first aluminum motor specifically built for drag racing. And Levy was the guy who ushered in that era.
Hey there, little Jacob.
Brian Tyrus saying, I didn't say Big Block Green Intrepid. I want a 3G Hemi in one. Lighter weight, better aero.
See, he knows this stuff. He knows all of this.
Yeah, you don't know any of that.
I don't know any of that.
Do you miss super modified drag racing?
How many of you guys would super modified? No, but modified, yes. How many of you guys would subscribe to Brian McBang Shift, right? And like just be like total fucking devoted fans of his.
Everyone, right?
Interesting seeing that Ford versus Ferrari movie coming out. Yeah.
You don't say that, Kuda. Come on, you would go to him too.
I think he's kidding.
Oh, he's an Uncle Kathy fan.
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks.
Do you like the movie Dazed and Confused? Yeah, that's all right.
I've never seen it.
It's one of those, watched it once, you've seen it 50 times, it feels like, though. So many people.
Uncle Kathy for the win.
The lightest 60s Mopar.
Early A-bodies. Not the Barracuda. The early Valiants are 63 to 66 Valiants are the lightest ones of all.
318 for 450 a horse. Cheech and Chong.
People always tell me I look like fucking Tommy Chong. I don't know where that comes from.
Favorite G body.
Riders of a Pill Horse. I just sent you a note on Facebook. I never check Facebook, but I'll have Kathy look at that. Dodge Factory drag racing truck, 422 across fiberglass. Yeah.
You do sort of look like Tommy Chong.
If I trust who? If I trust Brian? Yeah, I fucking trust Brian. Brian will eventually have his own religion based on him, just for the stuff this guy knows, what's in his head.
I tried that. It didn't work.
What's that?
Religion thing. I was trying to get the branch Flambidians going so I could get my groceries tax free. It didn't work.
Hey, it'll work now.
Mm.
Look, I mean, thousands of people here now. How many subs you got now?
1,300, almost 1,400.
See how many people you picked up?
They need to get on it, by golly. Like my page. 1.35.
That's it. I thought you would have picked up 1,000 fucking subscribers so far here tonight.
Oh, no love for the lamb. I'm gonna have to go here pretty soon. It's already 10.
Brian is checking out. Good night, brother, man. Start practicing in front of that camera. We got to get that channel up. Hey, Brian, by the way, whether you realize it or not, you're scheduled to be on, not this week coming up. My brother's going to be here next week, and then you're going to be here the week after. So, get ready for that.
Thank you, both of y'all. Sub away. Hit that like button. When is the 100K party?
All right. He just subscribed. Oh,
that's why I just said thank
you.
Oh,
awesome.
Thank you, Mr. Johansson.
When's the 100K party?
Say that again?
When's the 100K party?
We're having it right now.
Oh, we have it right now.
Woo!
What goes into getting the high rear end and low front end stance?
What goes into that?
Yeah.
Oh God, I mean, it varies from car to car, but that's not the way to do things.
What are you doing, you big tub? Oh.
Show us the trophy you get when we get it. When we get it, yeah, definitely. I'm actually gonna make a chain and hang it on myself.
What's the highest gear ratio you've seen used in drag racing?
The highest? You mean like 270s? 270s.
Old Tanglefoot backstory. I saw that car up there in Hendersonville where I live. It was in a fenced-in lot with about 50 other cars, and there was a four-door beautiful Nova beside it, and this crummy-looking red two-door there. And I found out who owned the lot, and the guy said he had a title for the two-door, not the four-door, and he wanted $1,500 for both. And I got him a $1,350 and pulled the two-door out of there. I said, do I need to get the other one, or can I wait a week? He said, oh, I don't need nothing. Hell, let it sit there. I come back a couple of weeks. Hey, is that car still cool? Do I need to get it out? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. So I come back a month later. Hey, I'm ready to get that car. Whoa, well, I got to have some money for storage. Kind of screwed me on the four-door. I didn't get it. Said he had a title for that two-door, and I bought it, brought it home. I was racing a Monte Carlo at the time, so I just put it up. Fast forward, 10 years, I guess, and got it out and was finally pulled the trigger to make a gasser out of it and went to get a tag on it. Come find out the title didn't match the car at all. But I've been sitting on it for 10 years. Luckily, I had a friend at the old clerk's office that got me a title for it. And I just started gathering a few parts here and there and got the straight axle kit for it. And a buddy of mine that does welding and fabricating up there in Carmi, Illinois.
What's his name?
Mikey Combs.
Mikey Combs. So if you ever need any fabrication work and you're out there in the middle of absolutely nowhere, that's where you want to go.
Oh yeah. Twisted Steel Fab Shack.
Twisted Steel Fab what?
Shack. He's a genius.
Does he have a webpage?
No, not yet.
Oh,
He's close to retiring, and he's going to open up his own business on his own. He works for the city up there. But he's a bad man. Talking about stack of dimes when he's welding. He does great work. Did all the floor pans for me and the front stub on it and reinforced everything.
Ohio George got banned for a 69 Mach 1 turbo Boston 9. Was too far ahead of its time, so we went back to it. That's not true. The Malakoff brothers were running twin turbos in like 1967 or 1968 in Top Gas. Ohio George never got banned with anything with turbochargers.
Pork chop got nothing.
Baby.
Nah, I don't have nothing.
Yes.
Hey, you guys.
What do I do for work?
Listen.
I lay floors, carpet, and vinyl.
Here's an important life hack, okay? Women, right, have this nurturing fucking thing, okay? So like they're programmed to fucking nurture, okay? So if you want to get your woman to do something for you, okay, what you got to do is
You gotta whine.
you gotta do
Injury.
no, you have to feign the injury, right? You gotta trigger the nurturing instincts in them, right? By using like a very soft, right? No, watch this, watch. Baby.
Aww.
Can I get a piece of that pie? See, you see this? Okay. Now, if I had said, "Hey, yo, give me some pie," right? She'd say, "Fuck you." She'd slam me in the face with a cup. Okay, that happens. But if you do like I'm showing you, whatever you want, it's that simple. Life hack, an Uncle Tony life hack.
Let tell me to that pie.
No, thank you. How much for an RTS painting, Miss Kathy?
How much you do a painting, Uncle Kathy? RTS, Rapid Transit System.
Oh, why are we going to pay that?
I don't know. Somebody wants a painting on that.
Rapid transit system? Like how big?
How big? How big do you want your?
Paintings.
Do you really want to do another fucking painting? Is there enough money in the world for you to do another painting?
I don't know.
She did. She was a painting fucking madman. She was nuts, right? And then somebody contracted her to do this like treehouse of horror thing.
It's not horror thing. It
What's
used to be like a.
What's it called?
It was this crazy treehouse. I don't know.
It was a crazy treehouse painting. It was like a black light type of thing. And that's it. That squashed her like desire to do anything art.
Did she paint the picture behind you?
Yes, she did.
He said he wants one about the size of that one.
Yeah, DMC. I don't think she's gonna do it. There's no time. She's not have time to do anything. I actually had to clean the windows on our cars today.
That's very funny.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Harry said he uses the old
There's the
man
pie,
method.
right?
He just asks if any's left.
What happened?
Harry said I use the old man method and just ask if there's any pie left.
Where's the sport in that? Oh, maybe.
What kind of pie is it?
It's apple pie.
Don't talk
The fucking-
to the dog. Don't feed the dog.
You should go a little better.
Well, he spelt it right, but
Oh
there's
my
an
God.
apostrophe in it. LAMCHOP apostrophe S world. Somebody put a link on there. Maybe you can roll back through the comments and find it. He has oils to donate, like essential oils.
I'll take oil.
Is that a smeat pie?
No smeat. It's Snapple. Snapple.
I have a painting that someone's done that we could give away. We could do a giveaway.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What's it a painting of?
It's the painting of the Chevy with the two people sitting on top of it.
See, I don't really like the apple part of it here.
Oh, that's
sorry.
a good dog.
I don't really like the apple part of it. I like the fucking crust.
That little painting.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I cannot know
The
that
two
about.
people, the guy and the girl, they're sitting on the hood.
Oh,
That oil painting.
yeah. Show people.
Do you like to hook the distributor
It's not
advanced
done.
can to a manifold vacuum or Venturi vacuum?
It
Like a
depends.
painting with Dave's.
Manifold vacuum is the easiest.
Would you want to do a giveaway?
Maybe it's up to you.
I have to finish it. We can do
Explain the
Christmas
theory
giveaway.
behind tunnel ram intakes. More volume to get a better mix.
I'm chewing. Sonic pulses. We're going to do it sonic pulses. Crushed.
Indeed. How does carb spacers increase performance?
The short answer is it fools the engine into thinking you're running a bigger car than you actually are.
How bummed was I that we couldn't run the bottle rocket this year? I was very bummed. And I too hope Tanglefoot hauls ass. The goal is I will have it up at the Hot Rod Reunion in Bowling Green next year.
The goal.
Get a haircut, you idiot. Thank you for subscribing.
The goal is that we want to be at the track with 3 cars at least once a week. 4 if it gets this fucking gas going. So next year, like this year, we spent the whole year putting the channel together, getting all this going. Like you know, this is a lot of work. Okay, so we spent the year getting all of this together, and now that it's up and running, next year we plan on being out. You know, out action time. So, you know, I'm not sure what events we're going to hit yet. We got to send you and Bottle Rocket on the power tour. Right? But yeah, we're going to be out breaking a lot of stuff this year.
Oh, yeah. We're taking on drag week.
It's not really, it won't be legal for drag week, really, but we'll talk about that.
What the hell is a sonic pulse in an intake manifold, he says.
Google is your friend, my brother. I'm chewing.
Any experience in air-cooled BWs? I don't.
I've worked around here and there over here. Oh, my girls are going nuts looking at this.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
Show them.
It's not done yet.
What's okay?
Huh?
Very
It's
nice.
okay, show them.
Do you want to do a giveaway?
It's up to you. You would have to finish it.
How many hobos does it take to push bottle rocket? Just 1/2 of a hobo. That thing don't weigh nothing.
Here. Let me show you guys this. Oh, here.
It's big, but.
That's right here. Stand back.
When you do a video to see a lamb chop's beard and full star.
Okay. Here's this painting that Uncle Kathy started on.
It's not done.
It's not done. There's 2 people with no pants on sitting on the
No,
hood of
he's
a
got
fucking.
pants on. She's got shorts on. He's got pants on. It's not done.
He's not wearing any fucking
He's
pants.
wearing tan pants.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I always thought they just didn't have any pants on.
No, it's not finished. That's why.
Okay, but the car's got SS's on. You know, those aren't even SS's. Those like the JC Whitney.
Yeah, it's not finished. They didn't finish the wheel.
Okay, and what kind of car is that? It looks like an F body.
Oh, it was a Camaro.
Chevelle?
Maybe a Firebird.
Yeah, it's got that Pontiac sort of look to it.
Camaro in the back.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the here. Let me put this back here. So there's Uncle Kathy. There's all right.
Dream car, my dream car is being built. It's my gasser.
So you ready to give away?
That was always my dream.
Whoops! What did I do?
Uh-oh.
Hang on.
There it is.
Boom! There we are. Okay. So we want to do a giveaway.
I said the girl didn't have
Yeah,
any
it's not.
toes.
Yeah, it's not finished. Half painted.
Well, it's actually
Flesh
it's a
tone
girl
socks.
from the future. In the distant future, people don't have any toes.
Not like Waterworld.
Exactly.
Mutation.
Exactly.
It's not done. It's half done.
67 Galaxy saying do a giveaway.
Mhm. Why are the 65 Darks the best Dodge ever?
All right.
Because you own one, brother man.
Good enough.
I think. I hope you own one.
No, I would finish the painting. I would finish it.
No, give it to him the way it is.
No, I wouldn't give it to them the way it is. I
Put a
would
fucking
finish it.
UTG sticker on the thing and call it a day.
Oh my goodness.
No, I ain't seen nobody do that with the 4x4 launching.
Don't forget the manty hose. Oh, I hate the way that sounds. You should put bad imagery in my head. You guys don't understand how susceptible I am to certain fucking things. This is bad imagery.
The
I'll finish
contest
it.
winner gets to choose the dude's pants.
She's had that painting for years now, and I just assumed
Yeah, I never
he
finished
wasn't
it.
wearing any fucking pants.
Why would I put that? No
I
pants
swear
on.
to God, it's one of the reasons, like every time I saw the picture, I always wanted to look away, okay? Because I'm saying a fucking guy's not wearing any pants. And I don't want to see a fucking guy not wearing any pants, you know what I'm saying? But now when I realize
It's not
that he's
done.
wearing fucking pants, I'm
Oh,
okay with
it's
it.
just a base color. It's not finished.
He said, all right, how much for a half done? Half done painting.
I'm like, why are you painting guys with no fucking pants on?
I
You know?
wouldn't do that.
They didn't say anything because I didn't want to like stifle your creative fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Tanglefoot's got a 400 small block going in.
You want to do trivia? Somebody wants to do trivia.
Let's do trivia.
How much for
Go
a
ahead.
hobo and a commie not naked painting?
Do trivia. Do contest.
Oh God, I can't think of anything. Wait, you
Come on.
got trivia?
Do you have to look it up again?
Well, no.
Maggie, off the table. Off. Off. Tony,
A
you're so
trivia
beautiful.
question.
Do you have to look up a question?
Uncle Kathy will come up with a question and let's
geez.
all try to answer it.
Oh, I'm going to come up with a question and everybody's going to answer.
Yes.
Hang on. Oh,
This way it's all even, right? It's like us. It's like me and Lamb Chop and them against you.
against me?
Against you. I swear to God, I always figured that the guy just didn't have any fucking
This
pants
is
on.
what people that don't paint know. They don't know anything.
Nah.
You don't know anything. You don't know.
Believe me.
You don't know that when something's not finished, what it looks like. Like you have to put bases on before you paint the whole thing in. It's not finished. It's halfway done.
It always bothered me. You know what I mean? It was just one of those fucking things.
Harry knows what's up.
Oh my goodness.
Nudity is the cornerstone of true art.
No, nudity is fine. I'm all about it. That's great. I don't want any naked fucking guys in my house.
I don't have to come in and paint a naked guy.
He said, no toes, no pants, no problem.
It's not. Oh, hang on, I'm looking for it.
Should have put the pants on first.
Oh, Ari's coming up with fucking questions here. First year for electrical wipers on Chevy pickups.
Ooh.
Well, my 66 has them.
Yeah.
Lisa's were vacuum. That's a 53.
62. 62.
Boy, you know, if we had only known what we were starting with.
59, it says.
The only problem is when, again, somebody else.
Do I think the 78, 79 Dodge Magnums will ever hit the big money level for nice ones? Big money, no. But money, yes. Actually, a bear. I'm naked right now. Are you a fucking chick? Because if you're not a chick, get off my fucking, get off my live.
Whose number is 867-5309. It's a plumbing company in Hendersonville. They actually
Why
have that on
paint
their truck.
flesh legs only to add pants? I'm not buying her story. Thank you, because
What?
I thought that exact same fucking thing.
What? You're not buying my what?
Why paint flesh legs
not
only
flesh.
to add pants?
No.
I'm not
they're
buying her
flesh
story.
legs, They're tan pants.
The khakis.
They're not flesh legs, they're tan pants.
The dude from State
Come
Farm.
on. Look at, come here.
It's not freaking done.
Where's that fucking picture?
It's not
What-
done. It's
What does
not
that
done.
look like to you? Tell
It's
me what
not-
that looks like to you.
He's even got a dog.
The fucking guy took a set. He's got his shoes on. He's got his fucking shoes on.
Shoes not done.
And no
Socks
pants.
not done.
And he's got his hand
Her
covered
legs
his
aren't
fucking
done.
junk. And he's reaching for her junk.
He's got quite the bush on him too.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. You see what you want to see, and I'll see what's really there. Okay?
Thank you. You're killing me. Here's one. Okay, what was the first year of production for the V8?
First year for the production of the V8.
Yeah,
But which V8?
just the V8 in general.
1932.
You got it.
What? Wait, that was the first mass-produced V8.
Right.
I mean, you can go back to 1890s and you find V8s. But that was the first assembly line V8, 1932.
Randy said, I must have that painting.
It's not done.
Where do you want to go for, man?
What's the bidding war?
It's worth some big bucks now. It's all over the fucking internet.
It would be given away.
Sign that shit.
Okay, what year did Ford introduce the overhead valve engine? Don't answer it. Let them answer it.
Why? I'm part of the trivia too,
No, you're
bro.
not. No, you're not.
Why? I'll pet the dog.
Chino pants. There's Jake from State Farm. He's wearing khakis. Come on now.
What are the
When
answers?
the Ford make that overhead valve?
Do you know the answer, Tony?
When did Ford make its first
Introduce the
overhead?
overhead valve engine.
I'm not. Yeah, I know what it is, but I'm not going to say.
What year will be the last V8? What
Andrew,
year?
yet?
57, 54, 53 Ford overhead valve V8.
Okay, wait. I can do even better than that. What was it called? It's a very well-known name. What was it called?
They have businesses to run, customers to care for.
The camera?
No. Overhead valve, not overhead cam. Dylan's got it.
Well, what is it?
Y block.
Ah,
Well, what is this?
he said, I said 53, damn it.
52 overhead valve. Oh, okay, that's right. 52 to 6.
A dozen puppies, good Lord.
Same year as the Chevy, right? No, the Chevy was 51 with the stove bolt, correct?
I like that. If a cow fails to produce milk, is it a milk dud or an utter failure? That's a good one.
Oh, you said it before and Dylan got the credit? Sorry, Lucas.
Chevy 1929. Overhead valve 6.
No, 1929?
He said, or it's a bull.
Some of these are too easy.
Mm.
The one with the Buick portholes was good. The port vents.
Here, see if you see anything.
All right.
Some of them are too easy.
Chevy had a V8 in 1917 and 18.
Oh, here's a good one. No.
No.
The rocker panels, or the threshold underneath the door almost entirely on a body filler, that's a bad.
What's the we're getting a new question.
Almost an inch thick on the
Oh, God.
the dog legs.
Decaffeinated.
That's
Yeah, somebody it's hard because we notice we have such a good cross section of because one of the questions here was what's a Watts linkage, and right away I know it lots of so it's like
Is it true or false?
true or false.
No tattoos under my beard, but it's got a couple on my arms.
No, these true or false ones are too theoretical,
Okay.
and they'll cause
Chaos?
Yeah, you get discussions and people get ask questions. I really don't feel like answering. So,
Like the difference between chicken and meat.
what was the name of the tracked vehicle that Studebaker manufactured? Is that right? Is that the right answer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ready? Yeah, but you see, they got Google too. So as soon as I ask the question, 20 of these fucking guys are gonna go right. It's like, who can type the question the fastest? All right. Let's see if we can get this really fast. Okay. What was the name of the tracked vehicle that Studebaker manufactured? The tracked vehicle, like a tank that Studebaker made. What was the name of the tracked vehicle? The Weasel. There you go. Now, Rob, did you and Lucas? Okay, so did you guys know that, or did you Google it? Be honest.
The answer pretty quick.
The Studa track.
Studa track.
That's what they used to call me in junior high school, actually. Beat car. Rob B is an old tank nerd. Okay.
Buddy said, "What's Google?" He said, "I Googled it, bro."
Sure, played mom. There you go. There's no trivia we can come up with. These guys can't Google.
Well, yeah.
Hey, I got one. How many beers you think I drank last night?
All of them?
All of them. 100? 6? 6. My liver's laughing at you. Ooh, there's some good guesses going on there. 19, that's close. That's very close. Not enough. Oh, I had plenty. I believe I had about 20, probably, maybe a little more.
Fubar got
it. Yeah.
Fubar the
It was about 20. Enough to make my check liver light come on. That's right. One for every cube.
Yeah, but
Do you know it?
yeah, that's the right answer.
Okay.
No, that's the wrong answer.
That's the wrong answer.
Yeah.
What's
70
worse,
was the right answer.
plastic door handles or screens in the dashboard?
What's worse? What? Plastic?
Dash handle, door handles, or screens in the dashboard, like the computer.
Oh, I don't like any of that shit, man. I don't do any of that.
Do you remember your first car? I remember mine. I just talked about.
Yeah, listen, like by my standards, if a car has windshield wipers, it's a loaded luxury car. You know what I'm saying?
$7640D. DMC Productions, go check his channel out. Screens, he's talking about computer screen in the dashboard. His first car still ain't running. Eating true tracks for a street strip. You like them?
I've never used one, so I don't know.
Any talk of the hobos yet? How much is your insurance bill?
Really, really cheap, because I keep just basic liability.
Good night, Mr. Buddy.
Good night.
I'm fixing to have to say good night myself. It's almost 10:30. I gotta get up early.
Oh shit! What time you gotta get up?
Like 4:30.
Oh god.
And an hour drive home. It'll be about midnight. But I had a nap.
Tony, I'm nervous about breaking in a flat top at Cam. You know what? I'm nervous about it too, because I'm doing this fucking for 45 years. I've never heard of Cam. This year I lose 3 of them. So yeah, I'm nervous about it too. Be nervous.
Oh, you know, my dumb ass with my little crate motor in my truck when I was breaking it in. I was so happy that it started and it was in the garage pointed in, no air blowing at it or nothing. Didn't have the radiator was hooked up, no fan, I don't think at the time. I thought I melted that damn block. It got so hot so fast.
786 Mercury Monarch 302.
Yes, I am running.
I always love those cars. I, for the life of me, I never understood why the Granada and the Monarch never fucking took off as like hot rod bodies, because like they're beautiful cars. You know, I mean, if you like a boxy car, I like a boxy car. I always thought they were beautiful.
Yes, I am planning on running with the straight axle mafia guys. Banjo next time, perhaps. I usually have it in a truck, and I went on that trip to Illinois yesterday and come back today, and I just didn't think about it. Tony, have a car show in the spring, and we'll bring some rides out.
Where?
I have a car show every Friday in Hendersonville.
In Hendersonville.
The Hendersonville Cruise In. Check us out on Facebook.
All right, so you got to get going.
Yeah.
Right, so let's put a wrap on this for the night.
And hit that like button.
Yes, absolutely. Lamb Chops World, right? Go there, subscribe to his channel, like all of his channels, hit the bell. He's gonna start a Patreon. Send him fucking money. He's built on a fucking car,
I'm
right?
trying.
Send him parts for the fucking car.
And I'm poor.
We need a blower for his small block Chevy for his gasser, right? We'll put your name all over the car. He'll actually have your name tattooed on his body for the right stuff.
Do it right. I
Yeah.
might have Uncle Kathy paint your portrait on the finger
This is what I'm saying, okay?
with paint.
It's ridiculous how much, everybody, if it's a guy, it's got to have fucking pants on.
Oh my God.
Clothing is optional in Uncle
No.
Kathy's family.
Oh, come on now.
Ford said I ain't got no Chevy parts.
Oh, you guys are killing me.
So like, subscribe, share, right? And send parts and cash. We need parts and cash to get his fucking gasser going. So we have a Chevy in the mix, and I get to build the Chevy. I haven't built a Chevy in years. So
And check out the racing on Saturday night.
Saturday night,
Racing
Lama
season
Rosa
starts.
Rails.
Thanks, Fubar.
Yeah, all of our mods, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And all of our
Thanks,
subscribers
Sean.
got us over the 100,000 mark. Like,
Thanks,
really,
Larry.
forever in your gratitude. Thank you guys so
Thank you
much.
so much.
What was that?
We don't know who wears the pants in Kathy's pants.
Yeah, it's like
Oh my God, guys.
I'm telling you, that painting has been around for years, and every fucking time I've passed it, I'm like, So that's it, guys. We're gonna fucking pack it in. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next Saturday. My brother Ralph, existential crisis in my car. He'll be here. He's a nut job. You're gonna love this fucking guy.
Saturday or Sunday?
And he hasn't realized it yet, but the following week, Brian McTaggart will be back here. And then Lamb Chop, we'll get, guys, next time you come in, you gotta bring a banjo.
Or something.
People want the banjo.
I'll bring something to play on.
So, that's it, guys. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
On the